Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits only temporarily those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society.
Well, go on, guys. What are you guys doing? Everybody good? Good afternoon, Divine Root of God, Ivan Bradford, Dean Campbell, Diaspora Diva, David Jervis, K. Dean Richards, Patricia Matthews, Ladybug, Arlene Foster, yo, real sweet, wagwan, guys, DPP, like she get a steel to a boot. Now, on this platform, I said it many times, that this lady should have gone home long time. Take it when you could. You retire. Why you not going home? Just go on, man. What you there on a linger for? Just go on. Go on a good time when you need with good woman. Go along. Where you there wait for a linger for? But no, like you have something to do. All right, now your send off don't look good. Come remember my one on you know. Your send off don't look good. This don't look good. Your end don't look good. This is shameful and embarrassing. The Prime Minister tried to disrespect the Constitution, violate the Constitution, violate so many Jamaicans' constitutional rights to keep you in an office. You know? But look at people. Make a listen. Something real quick first and make a see what I go on there, because the PNP are fight for the constitutional rights. And that me say I go on out there. Nobody else.
So, we are pleased with the ruling. The result of the court effectively saying that the Constitution requires you to treat everybody in the same way and not mix with them.
Does this mean now that the DPP will have to step away from office?
As of today.
As of today. and there's no further challenge that she can make.
Well, I don't know what the government will do in response. You don't ask.
Okay. Mr. Caldwell, what's your reaction?
Well, I'll start in pretty much the same way. We've always said that this was not about swearing, and it's more to do with our fundamental belief and respect for the Constitution. It is also an important statement on governance. A lot of these things can be avoided if there is respect for the opposition in power. And this matter could have been dealt with by a conversation with the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition, and which is what the Constitution requires. And if that were done and respect is given, then we wouldn't have this unfortunate situation where a public servant is being embarrassed. So I regret that aspect of it for sure. But I believe that the judgment was a good one.
So, what I say at me as a people is that Andrew doesn't have no respect for the Constitution, no rule of law, nothing. Human rights, nothing. It is violation after violation after violation. They are all documented. Human rights violation is a serious thing. Enough man get in a big trouble for it. Enough man got prison for it. This brother look on the Constitution and step in it over and over with advice from the brother here. Delroy Chuck must resign. Delroy Chuck must resign. Delroy Chuck must resign. Talk to me in the comment section, people. What do you think? This brother should resign. Because, remember, I'm advise the Prime Minister, I'm advise everything. See me? Minister of Justice. Him cook up some stuff and write up some stuff and table it in a parliament quick behind the PNP them back. Him a try to shovel everything. See him there? See him there? Him a try to shovel everything through. Unconstitutional. So, look here, man. So him a broke the Constitution too. Him no business in the office. Jamaica people need to get more serious, and respect the Constitution, I hope the younger generation are going to be serious when it comes to a Constitution, I hope the younger generation are going to be very serious. That woman must go home. She will go home, man. She will go home, man. Long time coming. This is a disgrace, I just want to know that this is a disgrace on her. You see, people, may I tell you guys, may I see the unraveling of this party. May I see the unraveling of the party, people. Me see it. It a fall down. It a drop, people. You know see it? Everything a drop. Everything them touch now work. The Constitutional Court has ruled that the second extension of Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn tenure in office is unconstitutional. So the whole time she in a court, they are ruled and if Vibes cartel case. Wasn't she? And Lord God, she will give defense. Whoa boy. How much people should send God prison under this? People talk to me. Come in and know about law, They probably have to call somebody with law degree. People, how much people to send she send God court? Hold on, man. God prison. Look at people. How much people is that woman that send God prison while presiding unconstitutionally? Remember, she in an office unconstitutionally. They move by the government to amend the. Let me tell you something, man. Hold on there. La 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 lo la 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 la. Why? Tenure unconstitutional. So she sit down in there. I get paid. Fat check. Wrong. She should have gone home long time. How long she owe me money for? How much money she take and she should not take? Me I talk about salary. Because if the court says she's unconstitutional, the job, everything is unconstitutional. So that means she all the cases she has submit and all them things and send people go to jail and take plane ride and hotel fee, go England and all them things, that cartel case. Me don't know. Question me ask. They move by the government to amend the Constitution to extend the tenure of Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn, is unconstitutional. The decision has handed down on Friday by the full court of the Supreme Court, which comprised 3 judges: Justice Sonia Wint Blair, Justice Simone Wolf Reese, and Justice Trisha Hutchinson Shelley. In an immediate reaction, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck said the government will appeal the judgment. You see that? Want to violate on the Constitution over and over. The Constitution Court ruling. The Constitution Court rule. This man here say ma appeal it because him know when I tell them say him a do the whole for cooking in a parliament. Him a mess up the Constitution. Him a one of them. And the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is messing with our Constitution, is breaking norms in Jamaica. Later on, I'm going to deal with him. Later on, I'm going to deal with the Prime Minister separately. He might violate the Constitution, and I have proof of that. He is violating our Constitution. So, them say, them are going to appeal it, as you can see. Right? So, in an immediate reaction, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck said the government will appeal the judgment. The full court said that the only lawful way to extend the current tenure of the Llewellyn is by agreement between the Prime Minister of Jamaica and the leader of the opposition. The only way. So that's why you hear Philip Palwell said the whole thing could have been avoided if the Prime Minister wasn't disrespectful to the opposition. Listen again.
We are appeased with the ruling. The result of the court effectively saying that the Constitution requires you to treat everybody in the same way and not mix with them.
Does this mean now that the DPP will have to step away from office? As of today. And there's no further challenge that she can make?
Well, I don't know what the response you don't ask.
Okay. Mr. Caldwell, what's your reaction?
Well, I will start in pretty much the same way. We have always said that this was not about Ms. Llewellyn, and it's more to do with our fundamental belief and respect for the Constitution. There's also an important statement on governance. A lot of these things can be avoided if there is respect for the opposition in power. And this matter could have been dealt with by a conversation with the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition, and which is what the Constitution requires. And if that were done and respect is given, then we wouldn't have this unfortunate situation where a public servant is being embarrassed. So I regret that aspect of it for sure. But I believe that the judgment was a good one.
So you see that brother there? That brother have a go, man. Check this out.
The government, however, takes note that the application of the Director of Public Prosecutions to extend her tenure provided under the Act to age 65 has been ruled unlawful. The government of Jamaica does not agree with this part of the ruling of the Constitutional Court and will instruct its attorneys to ask for state execution and immediately appeal the ruling.
People now hear that old man here. People now hear that old man here. They must violate the Constitution over and over and over again. The PNP are the only one that fight for the Constitution of Jamaica. Andrew owners have violated the Constitution and human rights. Andrew owners have this violate the Constitution and human rights. Yeah, this are right, people. I'm gonna show you something. And I know him I do it, you know. And I know this brother do it, you know. You can know from Andrew Onis going there, you know. Remember, you know, a man who wanted it to be 70 years before we can access information, right? So when him dead and gone, anything him do in the office are 70 years after before we can see that. He also wanted the member of FEME side to sign undated resignation letter. The real dictatorship, you know. You know, remember that? And remember that. Don't forget that. This man wanted to sign undated resignation letter. That means that anybody go against him, Anybody rise up against him, then get their head cut off. Yeah? Think about that. That's the type of country this man want to rule, like a dictator. Now listen to this. And of course, this man violate the norms, you know. May I tell you, if one of them violate a human right violator and constitution, listen to this.
Opposition asks Supreme Court to rule on constitutionality of SOEs.
Hold on, guys. This is in March 15, 2023. I'll show you, man. May I show you Andrew Honest no rampy step on the Constitution.
Will be decided in the courts.
Hold on there.
Opposition leader Mark Golding revealed on Tuesday that the People's National Party, PNP, has asked the Supreme Court to rule definitively on the matter. Golding, who spoke to the issue during his contribution to the 2023/24 budget debate in Gordon House, made the disclosure on the same day that the government announced that 2 more SOEs had been declared for Clarendon and St. James following an upsurge of violence. The government and the opposition have been at loggerheads over the administration's repeated use of SOEs to combat major crimes.
When I hear?
The Golding-led PNP has insisted that this approach by the Andrew Holness-led Jamaica Labour Party is unconstitutional while having the unintended effect of watering down the emergency measure which the PNP argues makes SOEs ineffective. The government has insisted that SOEs are constitutional and have been effective in reducing crime, particularly murder. The PNP has pulled its support from the SOEs since last November, forcing the government to declare short-term SOEs. By law, the government is allowed to declare a SOE for 2 weeks, after which it must secure a 2/3 vote in both houses of parliament for it to be extended for up to 3 months each time. While it has the votes in the House of Representatives, the government is 1 vote short in the Senate. It has nonetheless declared 4 separate rounds of SOEs since December, each ending after just 2 weeks.
Violation of a violation of a violation. So it's only the PNP me see a take up for the people of Jamaica. If the PNP was not there, what happened? Violation the sign. Me I'll tell them about more violation, man. And non-stop violation, man. Listen to this. Why? Listen to this, people. Andrew wants to stop violating the Constitution, people, and human rights.
The court held and declared that the Emergency Powers Regulations, number 22, or section 22 and 32, that is, in respect to the fundamental right of freedom of movement, regulations 30, 33, and 38, in respect to the fundamental right to freedom and liberty, breach the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms of the Constitution.
Want to hear? Fundamental rights. Fundamental rights. These are 2022 people. We are go back. We are sure to say this is a brother at for him job to destroy the Constitution, to violate the Constitution and human rights.
These regulations were declared unconstitutional as they gave the authorities unduly unfettered power to abrogate the fundamental rights of a wide class of persons in society without evidence establishing that they were reasonably justified for achieving the purposes of the state of emergency.
So these are the violation of the human rights violation under the violating the Constitution and violate human rights. When you hear me? He violate the Constitution because the SOEs unconstitutional. The court ruled that. PNP a fight for no. So this brother now took them to court. Now they have to pay him $18 million. The PNP a fight for no, people. Marky J a fight, I take them to court. We see it. Him stand up, him serious about him Constitution. Mark Golding is serious about this brother violate on the rights. I want to now see it. So this case right now is this brother right here under SOEs. Them lock him up, no charges. Him in that jail for how long, people. He might get $18 million from the government. And it opened the door for other people to sue the government to get money who were arrested under SOEs, violate the Constitution, violate your human rights. Enough man may come out of office and get arrested for violating human rights. Serious things. Ask Adams why him and his family get kicked out of the US or can't come out of the US. Some people get arrested for human rights violation, people. A serious thing this a brother do, I don't do it. No, you know. Changa the next one we talk about say police must shoot to kill. Me tell Una already said that's some human rights violation. But him now send no ambulance if man gets shot because it cost the country too much money for health care. So police must just basically violate. Them don't know them are saying no people. Them don't know them are saying no. Enough man come out of office and get arrested, you know. Because them now the government are going to pay this guy $18 million. Because when the judge find the government wrong in this case, the government try to appeal it. They appeal it just like how you see the old man that talk about them appeal. See him there? They try to appeal it, and when they try to appeal it, the judge struck it down because it was a plain human rights violation. Do you hear me? The judge struck it down. The government did not have no basis to come back to court, appeal because they don't want to pay the youth in money. They might go like say them no wrong. Same thing will happen again. So when they expect to go to another court, for do what? Step on the constitutional court. Our constitution is the supreme law of the land. Them boy not stop violate it. Let's listen.
The court also found that Mr. Clark's fundamental rights and freedoms under the Constitution, that is, his right to freedom and liberty, his right to be informed of the reason for his detention as soon as is reasonably practicable, and his right to be brought forthwith or as soon as is reasonably practicable before an officer authorized by law or a court had been violated, and that he is entitled to damages as redress for these violations. He was awarded a total amount of $17,862,000, inclusive of compensatory, vindicatory, and aggravated damages.
Do you hear that? You hear much the government have got paid the man? Violating human rights, violate the Constitution too. Violate human rights. Violated the Constitution to violate human rights. Make we listen one more time, man.
The court also found and held that Mr. Clark's fundamental rights and freedoms under the Constitution, that is, his right to freedom and liberty, his right to be informed of the reason for his detention as soon as is reasonably practicable, and his right to be brought forthwith or as soon as is reasonably practicable before an officer authorized by law or a court had been violated, and that he is entitled to damages as redress for these violations. He was awarded a total amount of $17,862,000, inclusive of compensatory, vindicatory, and aggravated damages.
Judge, you hear that? So, me I give a look history of what going on so that lead up to today. So these guys are not brand new when it comes to trampling and the Constitution. And you honest don't respect nothing. When things say man not declare no asset. And this is the man. I talk about him amend the Constitution to take us to a republic. Rip away from England. Do you understand what I say, people? It makes no sense. This is the man we want to really take it to another level. It's embarrassing, man. Maybe listen what the lawyer them say, yeah, man. Because this need crowd.
We are pleased with the ruling, the results of the court effectively saying that the Constitution requires you to treat everybody in the same way and not mix with everybody.
Does this mean now that the DPP will have to step away from office? As of today. And there's no further challenge that she can make?
Well, I don't know what the government will do in response. You don't ask.
Okay. Mr. Caldwell, what's your reaction?
Well, I'll start in pretty much the same way. We have always said that this was not about swearing, and it's more to do with our fundamental belief and respect for the Constitution. It is also an important statement on governance. A lot of these things can be avoided enough if there is respect for the opposition in power. And this matter could have been dealt with by a conversation with the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition, and which is what the Constitution requires. And if that were done, and respect is given, then we wouldn't have this unfortunate situation where a public servant is being embarrassed. So I regret that aspect of it for sure. But I believe that the judgment was a good one.
Wagwan. I'm telling you, Wagwan. Are you live? Yeah. Oh. So people, me have on the phone. Me have David Jervis here. Me go hear. She have something to say about this whole power leveling stuff. Guys, tell me what you feel about this whole stuff about power leveling. Wagwan and Debbie.
Afternoon, everybody.
Bless up.
Welcome. Jesus, there is a God in the heavens. Glory. Hallelujah. Yes, sir. Finally. And the best part about this is she has to go now. They have 2 black scandal bag here, can give her for pack up her couches so she can go on a road. And I hope that when she reach outside the door, she just walk right into the prison van and the prison bus and just go on right in a prison. And every single case that this crooked bulldog in a lipstick prosecute and was able to get convictions and people go jail, every single one of her cases should be reevaluated. Every single one of them.
That's some seat.
Because she has admitted on Nationwide with Mr. Stiffy Hughes that she has had several cases in the past that had jury tampering, and she just told the judge to let it go on. It would cost too much to start over, and the one person or the 2 people that were accused of jury tampering, it wouldn't affect the case that much. So she spoke to the judge each occasion and just tell them to remind the jurors of what their job is in their constitutional position, is what they agreed to, what they signed to be as jurors, and to let it go on. Every single one of her cases should be reevaluated. Every single one.
I agree.
Every single one.
I agree.
Not one should be left. Not one stone should be left unturned.
The time she got a England pan Vice Cartel case with her unconstitutional self.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And go up there like big cock chicken, like said she knew what she was doing and she was gonna win.
Yeah, say.
With her ugly face.
What an embarrassing end.
Oh my goodness. She should have taken her leave when she first came up for retirement and left. She should have just left, but the money was too sweet. And what Conjure Connor with was too sweet. She couldn't leave it. She should have left with her reputation intact.
Yeah.
People wouldn't have known all of the things that she came out talking about, thinking like she was the head guinea gog. And she ruled the roost and she runs things, and if she didn't come out there opening her big old ugly mouth and start talking, thinking that she was above the law and she could get away with anything, she wouldn't have been in this position. She would have left with her whatever dignity she had. She wouldn't have been pitched out and have to walk out like dog with their tail between their legs.
Embarrassing, Debbie, because say this Andrew owner say him not have no respect for our constitution or human rights.
Right. Exactly.
None. For God's sake.
And he had her propping him up with that nonsense and that crap.
And there's a little man named Delroy Chuck who are bringing stuff overnight in a parliament without behind the PNP back. And what me hear Philip Paul will say, if only all of this could have been avoided, this embarrassment.
Sat down and talked to them like human beings.
Yes.
They could have hashed it out. But again, both she and Conjure and Bigfoot pop heel, market woman, cover girl, July thinks that they're above the law. So now them get what they end up get when in their pants side a gobble gobble.
You say, look at God. Look at God.
Ain't that the truth?
Look at God.
Ain't that the truth?
Hey, Debbie, you know, so from the day appear unraveling a go on.
Yeah.
Let me tell you so I go on. Me say, ever since Mark Golding come in a parliament and drop some, you know, tell them the truth. Ever since Mark Golding go in a parliament and tell them the truth, them are run up and down and lick up in each other and pay things are going.
In my mouth, everybody run and spin in a circle like gig.
Yeah.
Them are spin in a circle like gig and they can't get them footing. So every time something come up and it's like, wait a minute. Okay, let's try this. So kind of deflect that and bring this forward and then deflect something else. While they're deflecting this first thing, they go and plan some other deflection for something else. So, you know, by the time we come back around to the first thing, everybody will kind of forget because they're busy concentrating on 50 million other things.
Mm-hmm.
No, sir. We're not stupid. We're not all dumb like you. This is one room. Wait. One room, Cumberland. Hold on. No, a 2 room. I want a 2 room.
Hold on, Debbie, don't go nowhere.
It just depends on who he's talking to when he's saying it.
Yeah.
We need a man and grow in a 1 room, or a man and grow in a 2 room.
Debbie, hold on, no leave, no left there. Mr. Gray upon the line, the next line. Hold on.
Okay.
Maybe must stay away there. Mr. Gray, where are you going? Yeah.
Last night, I said, you might have push out and do
yeah, man.
Last night, made up on the team topic. To push out this brother. But I want to ask you a question before we go come in the power. Please, what happened to the governor general in the hall of this Wagwan Carlos? What happened to the governor general? It is unconstitutional. What happened to the governor general? It's up with the governor general, Carlos.
Yes, man.
Where is he?
Violate the constitution over and over with such man.
Where is he?
Me no know.
The governor general is supposed to resign too. He's supposed to go.
Yes, man. They right chuck the whole of them and such man need to go to. This brother them do not talk. Brother, go ahead.
Carlos, look more.
Yeah. Don't get you started, my brother. All right. If you're all right.
Oh, disagree. Then give him headache the next string. He needs some fences.
Disagree now, play, man. How do that, man?
Mighty God. Well, I hope they realize it now, so then time come.
But look at now, Debbie, what me that say?
Time come for real.
What me that say before Zagre call. From the other day, look what mistake them I make. Cap me say, look at God. God not sleeping. We see, look on this.
Exactly.
Juliet. After Mark, me I tell you stuff that happened after Mark drop the bomb. Juliet wanted she go rip a man, the house clerk, and she ain't got no power to do that.
Yes.
She was embarrassed. No power to do that. Boom, embarrassing. Nigel Clark, big budget presentation, big flop.
Big time.
Right?
So in a catching head side, the lie them in a bite lie gel in a head corner. So I'm in a creepy head so.
All right. Terry Long, come over here with the big nonsense. Remember everything me I tell you now. Nobody do them anything, you know. Me say, if I me like them, I go back and man for my money, Debbie.
Exactly.
Me I go back and man for my money.
All the candle burning and around the table, moaning and groaning, what bald head, Babsy, and the rest of them are going with no night now work. Them need to go get them money back for real.
People me say, it now work. People say it now work.
Right.
They say if I me like them, I go man for money. Me continue, Debbie. Me I tell you about trouble with them do them self-inflicted wound. Terry Long come over here. Nobody never do him nothing, you know. Him go time we go post up on him page, blacking out the prime ministers on the other side. He going to church and preach politics, another black guy again. Nobody not do them nothing, you know. Nobody do them nothing. They just lick up in their own wall. Now this man in this. Look at God. Look at God.
He may not come when you want him, but he's right on time.
Look at God. This woman should have gone home long time. She's a what? She's the first female DPP. She's the first female DPP. She come, make your mark and go on home, no ma'am. Go on home, no man.
Your business. Leave the post and the position with your name intact.
Intact. Eh? Me say, one and a half more left to go. Nigel Clark reputation in the mud too. Look on this woman here. Eh? Mighty God.
My gosh.
It come like the people I see around such man up here, so. Well, liar got prison up here. I lose them bar license. Rudy Giuliani, he was New York's mayor, and then was so loved. Now Rudy Giuliani look like a mudfish. Well, look at life, man. See? You have to be careful of the things they do.
Disgrace. Go make the orange, make the orange orangutan sully his reputation, his name, and everything.
I say, man.
Look when they know. Look like shrivel up, not even prune, but shrivel up raisin. Have no use to nothing or nobody.
Eh? Shameful end. A shameful end. And I want you to listen one more time what the lawyers them say, oh, this could have been avoided.
We are pleased with the ruling, the result of the court effectively saying that the Constitution requires you to treat with everybody in the same way and not mix with other.
Does this mean now that the DPP will have to step away from office? As of today. And there's no further challenge that she can make?
Well, I don't know what the government will do in response. You don't ask.
Okay.
Mr. Caldwell, what's your reaction?
Well, I'll start in pretty much the same way. We've always said that this was not about swearing, and it's more to do with our fundamental belief and respect for the Constitution. There's also an important statement on governance. A lot of these things can be avoided if there is respect for the opposition in power. And this matter could have been dealt with by a conversation with the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition, and which is what the Constitution requires. And if that were done and respect is given, then we wouldn't have this unfortunate situation now where a public servant is being embarrassed. So I regret that aspect of it for sure. But I believe that the judgment was a good one.
But I mean, if a man going Oberman telling us if he use time come, but him like time come for
Mark Golden have an extra for him. Other man have a like an extra chicken foot or extra piece of food in a fit him mixture.
But if Mark Golden Oberman telling if he use time come, baby, but the time come they really at work. Time coming. Look,
real.
It's a crumble the house of cards.
Like everybody's been saying, 2024, the year of revelation. And here it is, one piece at a time. One piece at a time, just a drop and a drop and a drop.
So all these cases where this woman depend, where she have ever did, ever done, you know, Jaja, what a thing, man.
I'm telling you, that's why I say every single one of her cases that she has prosecuted, whether successful or not, they need to be reevaluated and looked at again, because she has admitted in public, in audio, video, and on print, say she has had several cases over the years that had jury tampering, because they were talking about the Vibes Cartel case, and she said it did not affect the outcome of the case, which is a lie. A lie. Every one of those cases that had jury tampering on them, the jury should have been thrown out and a whole brand new jury brought in. And she didn't do that because she was saying that it would have cost too much depending on where they were in the case, and it didn't affect the outcome, or it wouldn't affect the amount of people that they had on the jury to make the decision and deliberate.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, sorry, not taking that. Not taking that.
And
the tenor said all of them poor, the lawyer will represent poor people. I said Buchanan and whoever else out there wants to represent all these people. They should fight for them, fight tooth and nail, and sue out the government hysteria.
Yeah, man. Respect to all the liars. Then we stand up for poor people in Jamaica. Cause God know. Jaja, people. Let me tell you, say, are the PNP a fight for no constitution, guys? You know, see what I go in Jamaica. You know, say such man come in and violate constitutional rights of a country, human rights violation. We don't know if when he go out of jail or in a jail, he go. If he violate human rights, we don't know if he still have all them travel documents. We don't know. Because nobody believes say them not pay attention to the violation of human rights. You violate the constitution.
Of course they are. They might wait to carry on the hammer, you know. They might wait to bring down the hammer. You remember the old police commissioner?
Adams.
Adams. My first name?
Renito Adams.
He would have been an excellent police commissioner, but they catch him on human rights violation. He was doing this thing, but he was doing it by any means necessary, good, bad, ugly, or in between. And that's not right. That's not right. So, yeah.
Mister.
And these other ones that come after him, Lord have mercy, useless as a piece of rock outside. The last bald-head one, him, Sir Googs. When his time was up and it was time to go, them have big pomps and circumstance celebration for it. What the hell did this man do? What? What did he do for the betterment of the country by helping to fight crime and stop crime and corruption? Nothing. Then he go and then they bring in this other useless, incompetent one that has absolutely no experience whatsoever. You think Anderson had no experience as a police officer? Yes, he had military experience, but he was never a military police. And then bring in this other one, what buy him way into office, then bring him in, overlooking 3 or 4 other people that have come up through the ranks that are way more qualified than him to be in this position. Then bring him in, come put him down like a sack of potato. And instead of hitting the ground running, coming talking to the people saying, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to do it, and this is how long we think it's going to take. No, him sit down. Him sit down like say, him have somebody a fan him with feather. This woman is a shameful end for her. You know, absolutely is. It absolutely is. And it would have been the same way for Anderson too, but then prop him up and make him look nice and pretty and wrap him up in a nice bow and make him look pretty and nice, like he has done anything for the people of Jamaica. Haven't done a blasted thing. And then right, Chuck said, boy, my appeal. Then I'm ashamed. Appeal what? Why him have to appeal? Eh? What does he have to appeal? Eh? Big old dons them in there. Overnight, the man they go mess with the constitution to keep that woman in her job. Him was behind it. He need to step down. Yes. Such man need to go. Them need to kick out Andrew Owners out of the party. They might talk about them and meet Sunday. They need to push out Andrew. They need to push out Andrew. I know some see it. The JLP no see same man mash up the party. They got to go. Got to go. Eh? The JLP no see say Andrew Owners mash up them party. Eh? Come on, man. Come on, man. Them Lord me say. Them a get licked left, right, and center, and then can't take it. They can't take it. But the thing what happen, you know, is that nobody now do nothing to them, you know. And them a do it to themselves, you know. Right, exactly. Nobody now do nothing to them, you know. Come out and say vloggers cause it, you know. And vloggers that talk foolishness and cause this. Watch. Watch. Me say, them nobody now have to do them nothing. Nobody. They doing it to them. Listen, I remember you warning them. Social media is here. Whatever wrongdoings y'all are doing, stop it. How long time I tell them, Debbie? Because social media going to find out and blast it out. No, that's why a little while ago, Mr. Conjure, him come talk about him at legislature to the cyber law because he want to shut down blogger. But how you gonna shut down bloggers, sir? But you're paying quite a few of them to come out with propaganda. Oh yeah. On your agenda. How you gonna shut them down? Yeah, I mean I heard feed people them too. Yeah. Why they be me I say what a shame why you see the brother say all of that could be avoided. So like Philip Powell,
him kind of sorry for the woman. Embarrassing, man. Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
But me no sorry for her, you know? Me no sorry for her, man.
Good at all.
Me no sorry for her.
Nope, I sure don't. I sure don't. Sure as heck don't.
Me no sorry for her. She deserve what she get.
She have to leave now, you know. She has to leave now. So I'm wondering, where will the supposed retrial of Vibes Cartel go? Where will that go? What will happen? Because what evidence could they have or will they use for this retrial if they decide to retry him?
I have
what evidence?
I don't have a clue. But all I know, she was touching up all them documents while she was unconstitutional. So more happy see how that I go. She was touching up and prosecuting and doing work up in there with Andrew Ones Savado. So him fit to be blaming Andrew Ones must step down.
Yes.
He must talk about him and shuffle him cabinet. He must meet with them Sunday. They need to push him out. No.
And in Bigfoot wife got to go.
Yeah, man, they need to push him out.
Got to go.
Because Andrew Ones are customer.
Because you know, so them are two. They are two of the listed six. Oh, Ligella want the third one. Oh,
They need to push him out, man. They need to push him out. They need to push out Andrew Ones to the party. He need to go.
Because if they push him out, she will step up as prime minister. Both of them got to go.
Yep.
Both of them got to go. And the other idiot one who would be next in line, my name?
Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Chang, you know. Chang.
Sleepy.
Wow. That's something else. That's the thought of him. Him naming a WikiLeaks.
Don't beat to him backside. You can ever go in there, see? Oh my gosh.
Him naming a WikiLeaks don't look good.
Like mash right banana. It's
just the thought of him becoming the prime minister. The man shouldn't be in the position where he's in. Him shouldn't be in a no part of government. Him naming a WikiLeaks as a criminal. So him shouldn't be nowhere around us. But them are the people that Andrew Ones seem to have around him. For what reason? I don't know. These are the people this man seem to draw around him. For whatever reason, Carlos don't know what going on.
Right.
And DPP agreeing off our teeth every chance to get like everything all right. When we ask about two or three. Two or three video me do.
I can't wait for them to come out and say whose fault this is now, you know. Because you know it's going to be somebody else's fault, but their own. It's absolutely going to be somebody else's fault. Look at Long Tongue. Look at Long Tongue with covering up the former prime minister's pictures in his office. And talk about he apologized because he didn't do it. It was one of his aides that had access to his account, his social media account, that did it. Excuse me, sir. Nobody, I don't care how much access they have, nobody representing you is going to do something and just go ahead all willy-nilly and just post whatever they want without passing it through you first. Go away with that lie, borehole tongue. Go away with that foolishness, because you didn't think that the people would come out and beat you like a swishy backside for that. And because you get beat up now and you get a whipping with the wet noodle out of the aquarium, all of a sudden, it is not my rapport. It is not the way I run things. It is not the way I do things. It is regrettable, but I would never do that on purpose. One of my aides did it. Look, Ninja, you're not stupid. We didn't ban last night. We didn't ban on the market clock or back up. So don't come with your foolishness. Come talk that nonsense.
Me say, look here, man.
So,
anything in the dark must come to the light.
Must come to light. Absolutely must come to light.
Not but embarrassing events happening right across the board. You know, from the prime minister wife, right up, disrespect the lady there. She reprimand her and she never have no power.
Can you imagine? And the lady wasn't even there when the report was sent back. It's her new underling that stepped up into the position, was there, and claims that she didn't know what to do with it. Well, how are you going to do the job now? Because Miss Curtis wasn't there and you didn't know what to do with it because she wasn't there and on vacation. So how are you going to do the job now, Sister Gail, now that Miss Curtis has retired? How are you going to do the job?
Exactly. They shouldn't know if to do that. So
right. Something as simple as that kind of protocol. You didn't know what to do with it because Miss Curtis wasn't there to direct you on what to do with it. Lady, please. Give me a break. So now how are you going to do the job now? Since you didn't know to do something as simple as that, which is an integral part of the job. That is an integral part of your job. How are you going to do the job now that it's yours?
Me say, what a piece of embarrassment for the country. What a piece of embarrassment. They don't stop bringing embarrassing. Jesus. God damn. And such man, no shame.
None whatsoever.
No shame this man to have people. Comment section. No shame.
None whatsoever.
Hold on. Somebody call me every time they call, the call drop. Call if I watch me call per WhatsApp. Because it seems as if when you call me straight, it keep dropping. Right? Buzz me again, caller. I don't know what the call keeps dropping. Yeah. Me say, what an embarrassing day. My God, she sit down there the whole time and wait for a day before she pack up her drawer and go on and just, you know what? Number one, let me tell you. If I believe if this woman, this is my position. If this woman had any integrity, she would never make them do the Constitution, violate the Constitution to keep her there, to keep her there. She would never allow the vote.
Couldn't help herself. The money was too sweet.
I think she don't have integrity.
She don't.
I think she ain't got no integrity.
She took that. You know, kept her position there. She was getting paid, and she was getting paid handsomely to, you know, whenever the cases go in front of her, if it would benefit Conjure and his cronies, it would be, oh, not enough evidence. Madam, not enough evidence to prosecute.
What I think, me feel say, this woman wasn't being straight with us.
Nope.
Why would you sit down there and make them violate the Constitution like that to keep it there? They be more one that me say, look here, you know what? This is too much. The regular folks.
My name and my reputation is more valuable than that. Sorry.
Yeah, the regular person that say, you know what? This too much. You know what? Nobody, man. This is too much.
No longer my yard. No longer enjoy my life. No work how much years, 30 years in the job. No longer lay down on the beach somewhere else other than Jamaica. Yeah. No longer visit one other Caribbean island. Another country. You never know. But no.
Well, you know what? That woman there is something else, man.
She get what he end up get now. She leaving in shame.
Well, you can imagine all the people will have a case where she have anything to do with.
Oh my gosh. Like I said, I sure hope them get some good old-fashioned lawyer that would be willing to prosecute and file a lawsuit and do it pro bono for the poor people then. Because mostly poor people them they lock up and put away for how much years?
Jesus.
All the poor people. And they know so they don't have the money to fight them.
So Miss Cathy and Pike.
They don't have the money to fight them.
So you say Miss Cathy and Pike should take over? She's deputy. Remember she came out and write something against this woman.
Yes, she did. And them fling her so far. And not even on the bus or to that too on the train track. They fling her upon. I make the train run over her and back up and run back over her again. Yeah. Those no good son of a biscuit eaters.
Me know, so you can imagine that. Can we get understand say the whole house where there's a woman working and the people in below her, they don't really like her style. So I hope them get a chance to look on the books them. Yeah, you know what I say?
I really truly hope they actually not even so much as get a chance, but actually make a concerted effort and do that diligently and go over every single one of her cases. Every single one.
They'll ride Chuck run up and down like a madman because
that old,
you know, because at night, him they behind it too, you know. Him no innocent, you know. Remember him. This is,
you know, she say the Dolly house a mash up. You know, she said the Dolly house a mash up.
What a shameful ending, my people. Me say God ain't sleeping. God ain't sleeping. It no matter how hard and how long we ball for. You know, sorrow may last for a night, but joy coming in the morning.
Coming in the morning.
All right. Remember that, people.
And the joy is coming day by day. Like I said, he may not come when you want him, but he is always right on time.
And the thing about it, poor people don't have to burn down no building.
Nope.
Because
they are kicking their own backside. They are kicking their own asses.
You know, see it? Poor people don't have to do nothing. They must crumble. Wickedness have to go down. Too much water, they pa uno, you know.
Right.
Too much water, they pa uno. Member callers are telling you. Too much water, they pa uno family. Member can't escape poor people water. Now stumble over her own self, this woman in there. She come up to retirement age. You get a little one extension. All right. Take it out.
Extension up now?
Yeah. So another extension again for keep her there. Then them have them
Oxfam take their grind and them need her in there a little longer to come up with not enough evidence for something or someone. Probably for themselves, Andrew and July, Conjure and July and Ligel and all of them.
No, something right, man. Something right, man. No, sir. What an embarrassing.
My God.
You can imagine she a creep out fear drag go now. Prime Minister call her. Sorry, you know. I'm sorry. I'm so sad to.
I can't help you no more, Shrek. You have too much of a gap. Too much of a gap. You can't help you no, no. You should have did make sure you win the case when they got privy counsel. Yeah.
Can you imagine take with money and God privy counsel when it shouldn't did in the first place because your whole extension was unconstitutional. So the whole time them extend the constitution from them jack up the constitution to keep her there. That whole period, that wasn't right. Right? Or it was against the law. It was illegal. It was illegal. She was going against the supreme law of the land.
Really hot. They knew it. They knew what they were doing.
Them know.
And they just think that people are stupid.
Them know.
Won't, you know, do anything about it.
So the whole time, everything we should do since them put her up in there is unconstitutional, is against the law.
Right.
It's illegal. Me say, God not sleep, boy. Remember, God is still alive, despite what someone say.
Or people tears up on his shoulder, all of them shoulder.
Wow. What a thing, people.
All of them shoulder.
In there, I take, you know, when you have a man like this in an office, just look at the man body language, just look at the man pastor, just look at the man talk, just look at the man carry himself, just look at Let's look on the man.
You didn't hear this a John Crow. The way I chat, like said, he never left the ghetto of Cumberland Road to Ratted. Like he just step out a river and dump.
Better, listen here, hold this.
I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie. Me not take no salary increase.
All right.
My salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell lie for me.
Listen one more time, people. Listen to your Prime Minister.
I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie. Me not take no salary increase. My salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. I don't like people tell life on me.
People, me say them a stumble all over themselves. Jamaica people don't have to come out and block no street, do nothing.
No, sir.
Gotta work. Gotta work. Remember say? Gotta work. No boy no tell me say God now. God is not alive. Feel God dead. Feel me God is alive. Yeah? Debbie?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for coming on. You have anything last to say?
Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Outside, Gappy. Outside, Bulldog in a lipstick. Right outside into the prison paddy wagon. They're waiting on you to carry you to prison.
Such a...
And next in line will be your big friend Condrew and in Bigfoot bobblehead cover girl wife, July. Because she a cover girl, you know. I know say she a cover girl. She just a cover team, you know, because him and Elijah, Condrew and Elijah, like, swimming in the aquarium together, you know. They just have on ring as symbol. And she a cover for Condrew. So the word won't come out to Condrew and Elijah are aquarium inhabitants. That's why she get all of what she wants. So she can cover for them. Me here say Elijah and July, they are Cayman. They might wear red fire engine, red hot bikini thongs. Together.
Ah, boy. Lord Jesus.
Family, like up the live. Tap on the like button. Tap on the like button and share it to this need crowd. This need crowd.
Yes, man.
Share it out. The likes are free.
Yes, man.
The share is free.
For real, Debbie.
The collection plate over past today is for you to drop some likes on the tap on the like button.
Pay your dues, guys. Collection plate.
Pay your dues. Exactly.
Likes. Okay? Look at that. Thank you, Debbie, so much.
You're welcome, family.
Jaja. People, can you imagine? Hey, this woman she's the first female DPP Jamaica have, and end up like this. Listen, Paul well gonna say, oh, it is so shameful, and how this whole collision could have been avoided.
We are appeased with the ruling, the results of the court effectively saying that the Constitution requires you to treat everybody in the same way and not mix with them.
Does this mean now that the DPP will have to step away from office? As of today. And there's no further challenge that she can make?
Well, I don't know what the government will do in response. You don't ask.
Okay. Mr. Caldwell, what's your reaction?
Well, I would start in pretty much the same way. We've always said that this was not about slowing, and it's more to do with our fundamental belief and respect for the Constitution. There's also an important statement on governance. A lot of these things can be avoided enough if there is respect for the opposition in power. And this matter could have been dealt with by a conversation with the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition, and which is what the Constitution requires. And if that were done and respect is given, then we wouldn't have this unfortunate situation where a public servant is being embarrassed. So I regret that aspect of it for sure. But I believe that the judgment was a good one.
All right, Tom. Guys, me have on the line Dr. Rupert Francis with us. I just want to get a feedback from Dr. Rupert Francis regarding this ruling, the landmark ruling today, which on the DPP's part, I think is a bit shameful, the way it ended. Dr. Francis, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, my friend.
Glad to have you on. What do you think?
Good afternoon to your listeners, yes. But could you just refresh me on the ruling, Carlos, to be quite honest with you? I thought it was previous stuff that we're going to, but not current.
No, man, Paula Llewellyn this morning, the Constitutional court ruled that her second extension is unconstitutional. I'm sure you read that already, Dr. Francis. We'll probably have in the group.
Oh, that one, of course.
Yeah.
But no, but listen to me. I don't know why it's so important, to be quite honest with you, for our DPP to get an extension at this time. She reached her and she has done a job, whether we like it or not, and she has done her job, so she should really go. If I don't see the sense. Who's going to benefit? We have to ask her, ourselves, who's going to benefit. And obviously somebody else must be benefiting. Why she is so necessary to have her there. That's my analysis. I don't know if anybody else looks at it like that, but that's how I see it. I know you and many of our colleagues and so on, friends, and people who subscribe to how we feel, believe that that is not right. You don't extend somebody's service only if you don't want something from them. And the question is what? Loyalty? What can I tell you? And it should not be, injustice just should not only be done, but appear to be done, but it must be supposed to be done anywhere in the world. Right? And I don't know. I don't know if the justice system is really very fair at this point in time to everybody. Whether you're dark, you're fair, you're poor, you're rich, it should be fair. And what we have been experiencing over the time. So there is a reason why someone wants to keep her there.
So
we are Jamaicans. One thing about Jamaicans, they know how to figure things out. So as far as I'm concerned, Jamaicans figure things out. And there's one more thing too. When people put out a situation, and say it, they're not going to say it out clear to you. You have them trying to play fool to catch wise. You understand me? And I know that our Jamaicans are smart. And let us say, for example, the other day, just to give you a sense of it, according to many Jamaicans, are giving a lot of trouble to the government, right? So what do? They don't answer you, or whoever in the government or government representative don't answer you personally. What they do is send out somebody to demonize you. So it's all red herring. It's all, something that you guys have to look into. Why is it so important to have her there? There must be a reason. And if you haven't seen it yet, it is going to come. So therefore, I do believe that she should not be extended, to be quite honest with you. Under that level of thought. Is it unfair? I don't think so. They never extended anybody in the past. Right? Should they extend her now? That is my view. I hope that concurs with your view too.
And amend with the Constitution. They amend the Constitution to keep her there.
Well, that is even worse, isn't it? That tell you for sure.
Overnight,
something is wrong.
Overnight will they write Chuck. Don't forget that. Remember it was overnight.
Yeah, listen. Regardless of who did it, whether it's Delroy Chuck or Chuck Delroy, no matter who did it, the fact that they did it means that there must be a reason why. There must be a reason why the speaker is where she is. There must be a reason why certain things have not been done. So when I was in the military, they say you should have somebody. What was the term they use? Somebody in the butts, meaning when you're firing on the range, you should have a friend in the butts, meaning somebody in there who you know. You know why? Because they can put an extra hole in the target closer to where you want to shoot, and so you'd win the competition. That's it. Yeah, that's something. Somebody say you always must have a friend in the butts. Well, I never did, and I don't believe in that type of thing. I believe you win, you win. If you are supposed to get something, you're supposed to get it. Why we should be change things for other people? Unless they obviously have something that they have to do, and that only that person can do. And I don't believe so. I think that she has done her job. She should really relax now and go relax and whatever. But unfortunately, many people, some her people don't seem to believe that.
Jaja.
You know what I mean? Yes, that's how I see it. So, I mean, and I'm asking everybody who's listening to ask the question, when you see something happen, ask the question, why, who, what, when, where, why, how. And if you ask those questions as to why and who and so on, why, when, how, why is it important, why? Just ask yourself that question. If you can answer that, why it is important and who is it important to, then there goes your answer. There goes your answer. Okay? Because I am telling you, if they put something before you and they said to you, okay, this and this person is going to adjudicate over you, you know, and they want that person, or they want that person, and they only have that person. Listen to me. You watch out for the result. Okay, you watch out for the result.
So you think
I'm not casting aspersions, but that is how I look at the practical person.
Dr. Francis, you know, so it's always good to have you on here, my brother. Thank you so much, my brother. Right?
Thank you. You know, it's always a pleasure to support you, you know, because one of the things I've noticed about you is that you speak what from the bottom of your heart, and you speak what's in your heart and your mind and your soul.
Thank you, brother.
And that is what every Jamaican needs to do. They need to ask themselves, I don't want to share something you do that made me have to wonder. I don't know if you guys saw a fight with some school children a couple days ago. Oh my God, I don't know. I cannot believe that our children can be. And one boy got stabbed. I don't know how he's doing right now, to be quite honest with you. Totally unnecessarily over, I don't know, foolishness. I'm talking about nearly 100 children in uniform.
The music they are listening to, Dr. Francis, they are listening to music who are telling them to this, that, and the other. What do you expect, Mr. Francis? Continue on.
Well, I tell you something. I believe that everybody in Jamaica should be said, oh, what a sorry day. You understand? Because this should not continue. If they can be behaving like that, and their ages were maybe between 11, 12 to about 17, can you imagine what is going to happen in 5 to 10 years?
Yep.
Huh? Can you imagine?
Yeah, I see it.
My brother, we're in trouble.
Deep trouble, Dr. Francis.
Yes. So it is, thank you for the opportunity to share. I hope that your listeners remember this, share it with people. I said we want a new type of Jamaica. This is not political. This is actual. We want the type of Jamaica that we are accustomed to. We are friendly people that make reggae what it is, real reggae. We're not talking about, I saw, and I want to say, a music the other day, you're talking about music, and it was guns and things and that, and chopping and so on and so forth. Where does that come in our, is that our future?
That is.
And nobody's saying anything about that. There's no sort of a way that they can be taken off the air or something like that. And we entertain that we call entertainment.
Those music, my suggestion is, all right, since people are gonna say, boy, it's freedom of this and freedom of that, and they got the fan base, play those music in a closed environment like a club. You have to pay, go inside, go listen to those garbage. Not to have me next door and sound a tear on the place and tell my youth them to this and that. One more point, Dr. Francis, before I go.
Yes.
What do you think about Orlando Terrellang's photo fumble on his page when he blocked out the prime ministers? Since I have you here, I'm gonna ask you.
I do. Let me say this here. I do not believe it's a fumble. I do not believe it's anybody just showing somebody in there as a to overlook what he has up. You know, let me say so. As a minister of junior minister, instead of, if you recall when the email was sent out, and he was responding, he didn't respond to us as if we were people. He was responding in a high note as if he wanted to put people in a bad light. He called us all sort of names, you know, without it, very subtly, but it's you know, and so that to me, it means to me that he is not really Orlando Terrellang is not really thinking about what he's doing, and so I do not believe that his story that was somebody. I think he put it out there and he got caught, and you know he wasn't able to take it back.
But well,
so just like how he believes that we're the dirty 30, or he believes that only 3 or 4 of us involved in the call to action movement, I don't believe him.
But Dr. Francis, let me help you out here, so you don't have to work your brain too hard. Like so many people, guys here, I'm gonna help you guys out to really figure out this man's mind. He said, "This is not in with his kind of style." He said this is not his style. So he said an aide did it, right, Dr. Francis? He said,
yes, I'm hearing
you. Mr. Terrellang said this is not keeping with his style. So
that's what I'm trying to say to you. I mean, you say better than me, but I'm just saying to you, that's his style.
Let me
he says what he feels like, and then he tries to apologize for it afterwards.
But hold on there. Hold on, Dr. Francis. Just a minute there. So, but while he was in England, he was in the church.
Yes.
All right. So how he's going to explain this right now? Listen to this, Dr. Francis.
We are rebuilding places that never had water or light for decades. We are rebuilding St. Thomas and giving St. Thomas roads and banks and amen, church. Those are the things that my sister says, big highways and byways, amen. That is significant signs of the development. So it makes a difference which government represents your Jamaica. Because every...
You hear that? Him in that church of England, I say it make a... Eh?
I heard that, but you know what I would say though? I understand that he has found himself in many predicaments before, and he tried to talk himself out about. But this time, people on the airwaves will hear what he said. It is just not true. What is true is that they spoke about water, and people spoke about water, but nobody did anything. Don't forget, Carlos, that the whole island is surrounded by water. It's seawater. But if they were thinking ahead, as if they were thinking ahead about the roads and wonderful roads, I must admit, and the other roads, that interior and exterior roads that the people are working through and the poor people are working through, we would have water and we would have roads, at least some water, because Cuba has a desalination plant. Why don't we have one? That means that there was no planning, or even if there was planning, there was no execution. So faith without works cannot work. And obviously, don't expect me now to have faith in him. I do not have any faith in him. So I think that the Prime Minister should change his spokesman, because he's not doing a good job for him at all. And so that's my view. And so therefore he spoke and he misspoke, and he's saying it again. And it's not true. Read the manifesto. Read the manifesto of both parties, not just one party. It's not political. Read the manifestos of both and see whether or not they're projecting what they're projecting and what they have projected, and see if they have accomplished it. There's no reason, even with a drought, that a place that is called the land of wood and water should have no water. We have the Black River there. They could have found a way of siphoning some of the water off without killing the chickens, fowls, and alligators and what have you. Just siphon it off and clean it up and so on, and then recycle it for that area. There's no reason, and we'll stop the flow of that huge river. And there are many such rivers throughout Jamaica. Don't forget, but some are drying up, because what is happening is the larger hotels are using a lot of water too in many areas. So the aquifers and the roads, when they put in the roads, they could have been cutting off valuable water supplies that are going into the rivers and what have you. And the what you call it, the bauxite mining could have done the very same thing. They're just not thinking, and that's the issue. They're not thinking about what is going on, and so all of these things affect our water parity or water supply going forward, and they're just not thinking about it. So then what they need to do is to work on the environment, and the environment will bless them, regardless of whether there's water coming from the skies or not. And there are ways and means of getting cloudbursts as well in this world, and we have not tried as a nation, I don't think. And this is very sad. Very, very sad. So, Mr. Dictatorial, the people don't believe you. I don't believe you. The people should not believe you. And I hope that you'll change your ways. That's what I would say to Mr. Dictatorial, whoever is backing it. Exactly.
Dr.
So,
Francis.
I hope that your people will like, share, subscribe your information out there as best as possible, because you're speaking from the heart, and you're speaking for Jamaica, and you're speaking for all of us. And most importantly, you're speaking for the autonomy of the diaspora. We should be autonomous. We should be able to run our own show. We should not have to depend on our home country. Not that we don't love our own country, we do. But we do believe that it's time. It's like a child. It's time to let us go and grow. And we will grow with you and help you. And we have a lot of facilities, a lot of things in Jamaica. And what I understand is that remittances are down in Jamaica. And I'm not surprised that remittances are down, because people are wising up. When you send money to Jamaica, whether any organization or otherwise, it is not going in the right place. Otherwise, you wouldn't have some of the things.
Poor people now get it.
Just don't listen to pretty speeches. Watch the results.
The poor people now get it, man. Not even bridge are fixed, boy. People have to get them own wood and build them own bridge.
What's that?
The people have to get them own wood to build them own bridge. Nothing fixing in Jamaica.
this is not, it hasn't come too clear to me, my friend, but at the same time, I'm just telling you that it is not clear, but yes, whatever it is, I'm sure it works out with me. I hope the listeners are hearing me. I think my thing is not working as good as it should.
They are hearing you.
And I don't want to ruin your show, but I hope they heard me, and I hope I'm willing to come on another time when I have a better. So that let's just say to ourselves, look, people like yourself and other persons out there who are speaking about these issues, we are passionate. We're not mindful of what is, we're also willing to listen, and we're willing to talk about things. And a lot of people are going out and telling us, saying that we're not willing. That is not true. We have gotten together, we say we'll talk, but sometimes they talk through two sides of their mouth. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't know if you listened to the speech just last night in Miramar, but they're repeating the same things all over and over again.
I didn't listen to it because I seem to get right.
I didn't listen, but I'm just saying to you based on what I've been told. It's the same thing all over and over again. It's all beautiful and what have you, but the proof of the pudding is in the eating. First of all, you're not going to have no two conferences as they're saying, but because they are lying about that. That was never the intention. We're having our conference, in the evening, and we're going to be examining what is happening in the day. And if people do not want to go, don't force them. You know what I mean? But one thing I do know is that our conference will be free and it will be online and available to everybody. Okay. So instead of you giving your money to those persons down there and you don't know what the proceeds are going to do, send the money to One Jamaica Legal Defense Fund and let us do work for you. There's so much to be done up here. There are many people in the diaspora that needs our attention, that needs our support. Where is the support coming from? It's certainly not coming from the Jamaican government. And we have to, and there's some people out there suffering. A lot of people out there suffering. So what we need to do is to concentrate on our own. There's a saying in Jamaica, past the Christian and pitney first, and we need to learn to do that. That we Christian our children first. Sorry about that. You know what I mean? And we have to love one another. We have to find a way to support each other and not demonize each other. A lot of people ask the question, who is Dr. Francis? Mm-hmm. And all I can say to you right now is that I am an ordinary Jamaican person, ordinary young man or young boy who never thought I'd be in this position I'm in because of where I come from and the level of poverty that I had to endure. Mm-hmm. And to be quite honest with you, I don't want any young people in Jamaica to go through what I go through, what I expect, but I want them to be what I am. A representation of course, themselves. Mm-hmm. And this is what I want for everybody who, that calls themselves a Jamaican. Okay? And out of many one people. So I'm just saying to you, is everybody deserves to live, deserves to be able to get food, clothing, and be able to take care of themselves and their children and go to school and what have you. And they can come out to be anything they want to be. Jamaicans are so talented. When I'm speaking like that, I sound like somebody wants to tear down Jamaica. No, I want to build brand Jamaica. I don't want to tear it down. And so anybody who's telling you, said to them, listen to this guy, talk to him, find out about him, check with him, go on LinkedIn, go on Google, check out who he is, check out where he's coming from, the type of investment that was made in Jamaica. And even when I was in Jamaica growing up and now that I'm here, what I'm doing, the investment into my country. Mm-hmm. I swore to serve it, and I am swearing to both God and our people who are our, what do we call it now, our in charge of us. Mm-hmm. But I must tell you that God comes first. And I think somewhere along the line we are losing that. We are losing our Jamaicanness. Yes, we can run fast. Yes, we can. Reggae is fantastic. But at the same time, we have to project the kind, resilient people that I know, mm-hmm. strong, willing to stand up for inequality and injustice anytime. And so basically, that's who I am. And go check it out. Don't let anybody tell you I've heard many of my friends going around, and they're in various parts of the country, and they hear this and they hear this about me. It's not. You have to understand. Check it out yourself. Who is this guy? This guy's not. If you listen to some of what you think that I have a horn and a tail, and I'm the devil. But show me anything that I've done that's devilish. I don't believe in the devil. Right? And a lot of people are saying that they're Christians, like I am. I'm saying I'm a Christian, and I try my best. I'm not perfect, but I try my best to live to my creed. Okay? And what we have to do is to stop talking about we are die hard this and die hard that, and be die hard Jamaica. That's all I'm saying, die hard Jamaicans. So I thank you for the opportunity, my friend, to be able to speak with you in this manner.
Yes, Dr. Francis.
That your listeners will listen. Continue to listen to you, and I'll be happy to join you another day to move forward and to move forward with Jamaica. And my view is, we have to learn to have dialogue, and we have to learn to be strong though in our feelings and our thoughts, our feelings and our actions. We must not allow people to get away with these things. A policeman was killed the other evening in St. Anne's Bay. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, everyone cried. You know why? This man is a policeman, like beyond all policemen. He was a preacher, he was everything.
Wow.
And he was going to the aid of a young lady who was being shot. And somebody the young man shot him in the back of the head. He's gone now. And he was, he had a family and all that. And it was really just so tragic. And they found the culprits who did it. And they're no longer around.
May realize that.
Say this, I say this to you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like violence, but violence has its place. Especially when you have people who are, selling trying to kill people, or sums of money to eat. Go get a job. Go get yourself educated. Right? Leave those type of jobs that you have. It's not, and then there are people who are hiding them. Let's just face it. There are people hiding them. Why are we hiding them? And most importantly, there are big people involved in all this process. So this thing is not just by little people business. So let's just try to get it clear.
Yes.
Right? Get it clear. So those of you who don't want to believe me, well, what can I tell you? Go right ahead. Well, but I'm going to tell you, a bullet is no respect of person.
Thank you, Brother Francis. You're right.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
Yes. So anyway, that's all I have to say today. I want to thank you very much. God bless you all, keep you, and maybe they keep the people, especially the people in Jamaica. We are number one in the world in murders. No matter what anybody says, number one. All right, because for a small island, that is not a good thing. And that's not destroying man Jamaica. It is what is happening in Jamaica, and I did not kill one of them. Wow. So I'm just saying to you, please, it can be stopped, but you have to hold the government accountable. They are in charge, not me or you. They are our servants, not the way around. That's my view. Thank you very much for the opportunity, brother. And I look forward to talking to you again.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Francis. Bless you. So, guys, my next guest is gonna be Herb Jr. Now, say we get Herb Nelson Jr. on this platform. Come talk the things, right, guys? Yeah, I call Herb Nelson Jr. to come tell us how he feel about Dr. DPP rulings.
Caller, how you doing?
Good afternoon, Dr. Brother Herb. We're good enough.
Yeah, man. Good bit of news today, Friday.
Yes, sir. Wonderful news.
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
Yeah. How do I feel about it? To me, I'm happy for our fellow Jamaicans because this woman for 16 years has done nothing but bar the door to good justice and equal justice. And, the fact that she could not see fit to prosecute the
Prime Minister or anybody else effectively who break the law and who violate the law at will. And then they have the nerve to turn around and want to extend her not once, but twice. To me, the Constitutional Court saw it as an affront to the justice system. They saw how she handled the Vibes Cartel case at Privy Council in London. And that had to have got them pretty much peeved that she brought into disrepute. Not only did she bring them into disrepute, but what she did was criminal and deliberate.
Wow.
I don't see how in God's name they could have gone along and approved any extension on her under the Constitution, when in fact the appeal would have gone back to the people up in the Privy Council. And having had this bad vibes from her in the Vibes Cartel case, I don't think the Privy Council would take kindly to have it to rule on her extension. Because they know she's not worth, plug nickel in office. So that she is compromised, seriously compromised.
So what about all them cases she have the herb? What about all them cases she have while she was unconstitutional? She was unconstitutionally when extended again. Her time was unconstitutionally done. So extension, the whole time she did it, she was an unconstitutional extension. So how about all the case that she put forward, even the Vibes Cartel, anything she have to do with this? How do you think that go?
Well, I'm hoping that they designate to finish the her tour till there's an election and they can choose a new DPP. I'm hoping it's the lady who wrote her up.
Kathy Pike.
No, I'm sure. Yeah, she dressed her down in that letter. I'm hoping she takes one because she seemed to have a whole lot of integrity. And all these cases that she have that were pending and incomplete, they have to go to another competent person in the office to make that decision. Most likely that's deputy. But they have to work on it. Nobody's going to get a free ride. I don't believe. If you look at some of the cases that she have yet to review, I think if the Integrity Commission was holding back pending this decision on the 6th, I think that's a big one that they'll go forward on.
Jaja.
See? Anybody who was holding back because they knew she was going to do justice by them, that was the time to push it forward.
Wow.
Chuck talking about him want to
repeal.
Appeal.
Yeah, I'm appeal it. So I'm appeal.
There should be no appeal.
What is he gonna appeal?
It's crazy. He's the justice minister. He has not said one word about how she lied and carried on with Vibes Cartel case. But look, she has had cases where she's about to lose it and she withdraw the case from the judge.
Yeah. Guys, can I hear Herb? Good. Hold on, Herb. Hold on, brother Herb. Guys, can I hear Herb good? Can I hear Herb properly, guys? Can I hear him good? Let me know in the comment section. Go ahead, Herb.
Yeah. She has had cases that she withdrew midway in the trial because she would have lost. And she didn't like how things were shaping up. Right? That's not equal justice under law. If you present a case, you see it through to the end. But in this other instance, she presented the case. She knew the jury was tampered with. And she went and told the judge the very opposite of what she should have said. The Privy Council made no mistake. They sent it back to the Court of Appeals because they themselves a bunch of clowns, and they should have realized that justice was not done. They should have realized that with the recording and everything else they had, they should have made a sensible decision, the right decision. So now what we have is, because of her inadequacies in prosecuting, that the court system in Jamaica is a black eye, and that, you know, if it takes the white people to understand justice and put justice out there, that's what they're voting on. That's what the Court of Appeals did. So now I don't think the Constitutional Court wanted to send that back up because of her transgressions. And it was time for her to go. They knew this. And they had no choice but to send her home.
Yep. Today. Them said today.
Packed and ready to go.
There's a Shameful left today.
Escort her out of the building.
So hold on, Herb. Hold on. Herb.
With her.
Herb. Yeah. What is the protocol? Should be the protocol to get out of the building? Escort her out.
Yeah. That's it. You know, tell her she's done. Court order, you know, they didn't even have to wait for it.
Escort. What a shameful ending, Herb.
They've been notified. She gone. She done. You know.
Wow. Shameful.
So she should never been in office because she knew it was not a legal thing that they did. She should have been seated at home waiting for the results. Right?
My God.
But if they let her back in that office, she can do damage.
Ah, so then yes, just like that. So after the court ruling, she should be escorted to clear her jaw.
Escorted. That's it. No, listen, I wouldn't make her clear anything. I would personally tell them, look, do not let her take anything. We will look at what's there. If it's personal, we give it to her. If it pertains to government work, it stays there. But she don't need anything other than her certificates and her family pictures. You know, that's it. You know, but even the paper towel that she have in her office, I would give her because that probably is garbage.
Not the paper towel you give her, government.
There you go. Yeah. She should be out of that place free and clear. Now, I'm trying to remember the name of that prosecutor who wrote her up, which was her deputy. That's somebody that have integrity.
Yeah.
That's somebody that they should be looking to take over these spaces. And I hope that she has the gumption to say, look, I've re-looked at the Integrity Commission filings, and we're going to go ahead and prosecute the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
I hope that she can do that.
I hope you...
Because this stuff should have been prosecuted. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Prime Minister should be prosecuted. So do you think, Herb, there was enough from the minister, the IC investigation, when the Prime Minister was up for prosecution and the corruption prosecution did not find anything, even though they said that there was enough to prosecute it, but the time, right? Do you think the
time has nothing to do with it? Let them argue the time, right? But there's nothing call, what we call it,
statute.
the time frame to file. There's no set time frame.
No statute. Okay.
If you find out somebody robbed somebody 20 years ago and it was done at gunpoint, it was aggravated robbery, then you bring the charges, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that aggravated robbery caused a setback to that person and caused you to gain. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when the Prime Minister was giving out them contracts to his friend, who gained and who had a setback?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There were other competitors out there that had setback because he was just giving the contracts to one person.
Mm-hmm.
$33 million worth of contracts. So who gained and who had the setback? That's why you prosecute, because you want to send a clear message that we're not going to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why whoever comes in there need to review those cases again and review all cases on government employees and see what is tied to the government. Because civil servants should be separate, independent
Mm-hmm.
of the government, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you find that a case is being tied to the government, find out which minister, identify them, because you then want to look at how many people they have either bullied or cajoled, bribed or whatever into participating in the chicanery.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and find out if the DPP was aware of that. So you may want to extend the prosecution to her as well.
She not trouble
to do her job, just like she failed to do her job when she found out that there was a tampered jury. You know, you need to look at everything with regard to this woman.
Jaja.
Because she was there for 16 years, brother, and she did some serious damage to the justice system in them 16 years.
Wow. Guys, want to hear from Herb? No, couldn't hear from a better person. You hear from Herb, what am I gonna say? Yeah, man. We say, wow, Herb. So what? So all them cases that since them extend our stuff, yeah, illegally, all them cases have to come dashed out or something. If you send a man got prison while she had this illegal extension, them people, what they have to look at them cases. What happened to them cases? Herb, all them man who got prison or that she?
You have them reviewed.
My God.
You have them reviewed to ensure the law was followed.
Mm-hmm.
That there was nobody behind her pushing for a certain decision. Right? She got that first extension beyond 60. Then they turn around and want to take her to 65. Extra 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But each time that they've done it is for tactical reasons. Because they knew that their people would be coming up under suspicion and would be accused by the Integrity Commission or the Auditor General, for that matter. So there's cases now that the Auditor General has brought up and the ICA brought up that need to be looked at by that office. And I hope they do it with due haste. Look at them and lay them charges out. Because the IC and the Auditor General did their job. They have done their investigation. So those case files should be ready to go forward to court.
Wow.
You don't need no long drawn out review or debate.
So maybe now we can see real repay for him crime.
And I don't know what the hold up is with that, or what was the hold up with was before Royal Reed.
Mm-hmm.
The one from the Petrojan.
Yes. One
All those
case.
cases need to move.
And Miss McLean from the Nutri 124 million from the Nutri products. Them said the time run out and she too statute of limitation, so she got off. How that happen, Herb? Is your statute of limitation and criminality?
Well, you know, where is statute of limitation? I'll give them that it ran out.
Mm-hmm.
But there should be something else. Where malfeasance or misfeasance, where you do something.
Hold on, my live now, my brother. Hold on the Herb.
In the course,
my live, me depend on show long live. Call me back.
Illegal.
Or you want to talk live? If you want to talk live, call me. Herb is on right now. If you want to talk live, you don't want to talk live. All right. Call me back after the show. All right? Enough respect. Me live on YouTube right now. Go on YouTube or Facebook. You see me live. Yeah. Court rule against DPP extension. That's the title. All right, my brother, call him back. Respect. Cool. Go ahead, Herb. I'm on off of the grower. Call me. Talk the things, Herb. Yeah. Respect.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you have somebody been there for 16 years, think of it. They keep her around because she's doing a good job for them.
Mm-hmm.
And she's doing a good job for the people. What does that office represent? It represents the people,
not
the government, the people, right? So when she prosecutes, she is supposed to be doing justice on behalf of the people of Jamaica. And 16 years you've been in office. And then you go back and you study all our decisions with regard to the money people, then, whether it's the private sector or the high-ranking government officials.
Mm-hmm.
And you see where the case went nowhere. Then you have to wonder, what was it? What was happening? Why she could not prosecute those cases?
And
the amazing thing about her, brother, is that somebody went in and wiped clean all of her digital footprint.
What?
That means her social media accounts, everything, they wipe it clean. So if you do that, what does that tell you if you're looking for any kind of social media account on her? Tell you that they're cleaning up the trail. They're cleaning up the trail. They don't want you to find anything.
Wow.
So is she going to answer that? That's one of the questions I'd love for somebody from the Gleaner or the Observer or CVM or TVJ to ask her. You know, when you bring her on and you're doing interviews with her, ask her, who cleaned up your digital footprint in the social media space?
Wow.
Right? You know, they need to ask her the tough questions. Right? Because somebody's got to wonder, what is she covering her tracks for?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So if you are a person of values, if you are a person of integrity, you don't worry about what you've been doing online or in the social media space.
She clean that up.
You worry about your job.
She thinks you're smart.
And doing your job effectively.
So, Herb, me have a question to ask, because the other day me do a video on it. I've been doing video on it, right? This SSL stuff here. Jean Panton came out and said that she was not the only one who thieved money from SSL. I'm sure you read that. and she was coerced and promised something by the boss. And she came out, and I don't see the movement happening there. Who's moved next after she came out on a report? Who should make the next move? What should happen, Herb?
Well, this is a case that clearly came up short from the inception.
Mm-hmm.
The minute they arrested her and they found out she was only accountable for a third or less of the money that was missing,
mm-hmm.
they should have been looking at the owner and the former CEO, who is his son, and question them and put them under suspicion,
mm-hmm.
if not arrest. Because ultimately, who's responsible in the company for protecting the people's money? Is they going to be the CEO?
Mm-hmm.
That's his son. But if you let the son leave the country, and not only did he leave the country, but he opened up a new company down in Florida. This is a guy who said he was broke. But
mm-hmm.
now all of a sudden he has money to open up a new company. And then his father, the father and the investigation, and then you cut the father loose. You say, oh, the investigation over.
Mm-hmm.
And you still hold on to the woman, in spite of the woman said that it was the father who asked her
mm-hmm.
to own up to the charges. And in doing so, take the pressure off of him.
Mm-hmm.
So now that the money has been verified, what's missing, now that you know she's not the only one, the investigative team should confirm how the money was taken. And the audit team that they brought in from England should also confirm from the forensic accounting
mm-hmm.
exactly how things went down.
Mm-hmm.
They should know how things went down by now. And charges should have been laid already. This thing is taking far too long.
Mm-hmm.
And then what they have to look at is the KPMG report. And when FSC sent it over to Ministry of Finance, and who closed out their accounts based on that KPMG report. Because that tells you that people had inside the information and used that KPMG report to close their accounts and protect themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They threw everybody else to the wolves.
Wow.
So there's a lot of answers that's needed. And the DPP's office has been slow to prosecute, slow to get the investigative team to get them enough information to make arrests. So this DPP has not been on the ball very much. And the shortcut she's been taking just make the court and herself and her office look bad.
It's bad, man.
She's leaving with a terrible record.
Bad, Herb. May I tell her, say, Herb, she should have, Herb, when her retirement age come, she should have cut. Or if them even give her a one extension, when she get to the next extension and realize, say, this man got slice and dice our constitution to keep her there, which she know that is unconstitutional herself. She sit down there and let them violate the constitution overnight. Left out the PNP to keep her there. Herb, more than one that job there in a Herb. Me that say that too much problem, that job had too much problem. Me gone.
Well, she has good people in that office.
Mm-hmm.
All she have to do is like you have a stable of horses. You got to race them in every class, in every race.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, don't necessarily mean they are going to win, but at least you give your best effort. And your best effort when it comes to prosecutors is ensuring that they have a case file to take to court. What you hear me and Ratty talk about all the time,
Mm-hmm.
that Jamaica need fusion centers, Cornwall, Middlesex, sorry. They don't need all of these police area headquarters. What the hell? They're ineffective. You have about 7 of them. You can bring down to just 3 fusion centers.
Mm-hmm.
And that fusion center should be monitoring every case intended to go forward in the court system. Everyone. So when they are monitoring, a duplicate file is kept at the station level so the investigator can keep investigating. And then you have an analyst up at the fusion center that's mapping out the case file. And then you should have an attorney in the fusion center that says, yeah, this file is ready to go. Then they go to court. They should never again have a case that's not ready or missing files or anything like that.
May I ask about
what you need with the DPP's office.
What do you think about the next case there where the youth down a Montego Bay will get him in throat slash and the mother didn't want to turn over the look like some big wig people from up south and pretty hair and different complexion. You know me I talk about a Montego Bay, she said the car she was carjacked and a baby was in the car and then get him throat slash and then she never want to give over the phone. How come that case no go further, Herb? What go with that case, Herb? You have any idea?
Well, I don't have any direct information on the case, but the bottom line is this. She was not cooperative with the police after they asked her to turn over her phone. Right? And when the police did that, you can only surmise that they suspected she coordinated something with somebody. And they wanted to see her phone before she had a chance to clean it up. Now, even though she might have had it cleaned up when she went abroad or wherever she went to, they should be able to still recover all information on it. Right? But that case needs to go forward because somebody have to speak up for that kid. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
The kid is innocent. He don't control this. So if somebody exposes him to these people on the road, and we know that a modern day SUV like that has auto locking doors, that you can use the power feature and turn up the glass and keep the glass up. You can run over anybody with that SUV that's in the way. You don't have to stop for anybody, much less to have them stop and have them pull you out of the vehicle. So your senses should tell you there's danger. So when you tell us that you stop, they pull you out of the vehicle, took your vehicle down the road and slash your son's throat. It means that your son was targeted. You weren't targeted. Your son was targeted. So now the police have to then look at how, what we call 5WH, the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the how. Right? And that's what they investigate. Put that together and you have a case. So we need to find out where they are with the 5WH. All these cases. Find out where they are. And push this thing because too many of our kids in Jamaica, man, they get murdered. They getting kidnapped, they getting raped. they're getting trafficked. But in this case, the kid may have some, I wouldn't call it mental. It's not mental. If he's autistic, you know, it's a setback.
Yeah, so I think that little youth we need justice for the little youth there, because. But my thing is, how them take and them so easy when it come, how them so easy and justice when it comes to certain people. And if a little youth a thief, 2 lime and 2 guinea part, doesn't aki, him gone to hell. How is it certain people always seem to slide under, especially this woman right here? When it comes to certain people, is always not enough evidence.
Well, this is the Issa family, so the Vumba, as Jeffrey says. But it's a big family, which is Silvera up now. Let's see what will happen with this case. Right? Justice has to be delivered on behalf of Melissa. Right? So let's see if the DPP's office has heart and if they're going to deliver justice and get the respect of the Jamaican people back again. And start to look at some of these other Integrity Commission and Auditor General cases that they're bringing up. Because Jamaica getting ripped off. The system is being ripped every damn day. They got to do something to recover some of these funds.
Mighty God, man. All this one point.
Yeah, the people being heartless, merciless. Too many communities are going down. Too many people can't eat. And you're going to tell me, say, you can't investigate, find out where our money is going, the diaspora money is going, the government loans, where it's going, the World Bank, IMF, all of these other funds, where's it going?
Wow.
You know, I think it's about $3 billion they got to account for. And nobody said anything. It's just too much.
And remember, don't forget the 1.7 trillion out of the OPM, Tuftal and Flavor Ministry that is unaccounted for, and they're blocking the independent investigation of the auditor.
Well, you know, these are the cases that will make or break the country. These are the cases that make countries doubt Jamaica and Jamaica's commitment to truth and justice. These are the cases that DPP and her staff should be able to sink their teeth into and come up with an answer. You know, nobody should be blocking the door or barring an investigation. You know, like I've said it before in our group, that since the executive and the legislature is one, the Prime Minister sitting up in the legislature along with his cabinet, then they're putting pressure on everybody to stay in line, to close ranks, keep your mouth shut.
Wow.
The Speaker of the House put pressure in the same manner. Keep the opposition in line. Keep her own people in line. You can't have that.
Well,
what you have is organized crime.
True, Herb.
And you have to ask yourself whether you have an organized government or you have an organized crime syndicate.
I agree. You know, me call them a criminal organization on my platform.
Yep.
You know, Herb.
Absolutely, brother.
Herb, you know what? I ask you for 5 or 10 minutes and you give me over half hour. How you feeling? You feeling better?
Yeah, I'm coming along, man. You know, this thing here kicking my butt. You know, my doctor sent me some medication and I gotta go pick it up. But you know, I'm starting to feel better. I gotta keep drinking fluids and you know, draining a lot. So But I'm doing all right.
All right, my brother.
But let me tell you, news like this out of Jamaica make me feel good.
You know, sick again.
I have a good feeling about this. And I'm saying, finally,
yes, sir.
Maybe the justice system is learning how to balance the books in Jamaica.
Yes.
Balance justice in Jamaica. They are the only ones can do it. We can't do it for them. We can't force them to do it. But they have to do it. You know?
Herb, keep talking. Then never. Keep talking, Herb. Never warm up the coffee. Keep talking.
Yeah. When you have people who like to just go along to get along, you have a system that's spinning out of control. So you can't have that. You need to have legislature, executive, justice. Those three sections of government have to work hand in hand. And then the justice system have to balance out where things go wrong between the legislature and the executive. Nothing unreasonable should happen that costs the Jamaican people. Cost them in terms of wealth, health, and their lives. Should not happen. And so now you have a situation here where the Constitutional Court has finally said to a woman who has had a free ride for 16 years, sorry lady, but you got to go.
Delroy Chuck.
Yeah.
Delroy Chuck, I thought, but what? Delroy Chuck, I believe he should have resigned, you know, because him they behind the whole of this. I need to go.
He support her, he support the Speaker of the House in everything they do. But for a man who is supposed to be Justice Minister, he's not a very good lawyer or thinker, right? He don't see a lack of justice in what he's saying or doing, right? He thinks that it's doing favors for your friends. There's no such thing. And he himself, yeah, you're right. He needs to think about retiring, let somebody younger, more agile run things, take things over.
How about the Attorney General? What about our role in all of this?
Who you talking about? Whose role?
The Attorney General. Where should fit in all of this?
Look, the Attorney General should be the chief law enforcement person. But in Jamaica, they give the power to the DPP. The Attorney General can still make rulings and interpretations that favor justice. But that Attorney General has been playing a role that's indifferent to the Constitution. And when they cast doubt in Parliament on the validity of the Auditor General report, to me, that Attorney General need to go as well.
That's right. Because she advised the Prime Minister. She advised them. That's right.
Right. If you give advice to the Prime Minister and it's not in accordance with the Constitution, you're telling the Speaker of the House that it's okay to hold up reports by rerouting it through committee. What the committee going to do? The decision about what happened, how it happened, the 5WH we talk about, has already been made. So this is a report that needs to be tabled. It's not one that you need to consider whether it's valid or not. The decision has been made by a commission. of superb qualified people. So they're playing a dangerous game.
We have this attorney and she going like, yeah, she need to put on the fire too. Eh?
Yep.
She needs to be placed on the fire because it's not the first time I just read something for these people where they might pay one man. Remember that guy in Mobi? The SOE, they violated his rights. The motherfucker pay him $18 million now and open up the government to millions of dollars in a lawsuit.
Well, everybody needs to sue. And the government gonna get their comeuppance. They're gonna learn that you don't violate people's rights. I think they have no redress in the court system.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I say the court system is important.
Mm-hmm.
They have to take action where action is needed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's what's happening. I can't feel sorry for anybody, man. This has been long in coming.
We need to call action later. We have a meeting.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
All right, Herb.
Definitely, brother.
Herb, you know, say your knowledge on this platform is, hey, you know, we love you, right?
I appreciate it.
All right, brother. Yeah, man. You know,
man.
yeah, man. We love you, man. And Jamaica love you too.
To your audience, man.
Yeah, man. Later.
You do a service along with Bigger, along with Jeffrey, Ratty, Wade. Everybody is doing the service that's needed.
Thank you, brother.
That is great.
Yeah, man.
If it's not us, then who? If it's not now, then when?
Jaja.
You can't ask why, because it's obvious.
Yeah, man.
Somebody gotta take action to balance the justice. This justice holds up that scale, and the scale needs to be balanced.
True.
And I think we've been doing a hell of a job with that scale.
Mighty God, me say.
And it's still up to us to make sure we cast a light on all the stuff that needs to be uncovered. Thank you, brother.
Herb, I'm much appreciated, my brother. You don't even know. Can pay you. Get well. Talk later. Talk later. Respect. Yeah, man. Enough love.
Oh, brother.
Guys, we know so that is a great Herb Nelson Jr. Right? I was trying to get Will on, but Will is busy right now. I'm sure later we're going to be in a meeting. We're going to call action. And we're going to be in a meeting later. We're going to discuss all of the galangings today and what's going forward in Jamaica. And people, Herb have a flu like Herb have a cold, right? Herb say feel good. He said the news about this make him feel good. And for those of you who just come, listen what them brother say about this woman here, man. It's a shameful day.
We are pleased with the ruling, the result of the court effectively saying that the Constitution requires you to treat everybody the same way and not mix with them.
Does this mean now that the DPP will have to step away from office? As of today. And there's no further challenge that she can make?
Well, I don't know what the government will do in response. You don't ask.
Okay. Mr. Caldwell, what's your reaction?
Well, I'll start in pretty much the same way. We've always said that this was not about slowing, and it's more to do with our fundamental belief and respect for the Constitution. There's also an important statement on governance. A lot of these things can be avoided if there is respect for the opposition in power. And this matter could have been dealt with by a conversation with the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition, and which is what the Constitution requires. And if that were done and respect is given, then we wouldn't have this unfortunate situation where a public servant is being embarrassed. So I regret that aspect of it for sure. But I believe that the judgment was a good one.
Guys, it's embarrassing, the brother say. They could have avoided embarrassing the woman. But she embarrassed herself like a year herb said, I'm not sorry for them. Me not sorry for them either. They could have got prison for me. And they need to be prosecuted. They need to be investigated. Because they're sitting up in there. And, you know, make rich man not got prison under that woman. Rich man not got prison. Me say me yet to see rich man got prison under that woman. Tell me people, me must have got something, yeah, man, or make a mistake, yeah, man. Thief 2 man go and see what happened to you. Thief 2 lie, man, 2 aki, see what happened to you. Eh? You broke a shop and see what happened to you. Thief 2 goat and see what happened to you. Me see how them deal with a woman where one old man dead and the old woman will take care of the man, they help her thief some money, right? The old lady was taking care of this man. And the man drop out in her care, right? Just gone to rest. You know, peacefully, I don't know, foul play. But it look like say she know a little money they wrap up in the house, and the old lady thief the money. She probably a thief him before the rest. She probably work for the man so long and I take him before the family member them will not care. Eh? Come here, family member like that, you know. They don't care about certain things. But when dead come, them a run in. So the woman takes the money and them say the woman got prison for a long time. You see, me surprised. They look at old woman, you know. Well, so the woman got prison, you know. Not even look at community service, I look at jail time, you know. Prison the old lady go, you know. So when they come to poor people, just like the girl where you may ask Herb about a while ago, where you know, the youth get him throat slit. But man hijack you and take your car and all the pass it like we're idiot. And if your car stop down the road, your son drop out. Throat of kerchief running. How come? Then she don't want to give up the phone. Eh? Me hear such a name Azan. And this platform, I tell her, say, some people in Jamaica is bigger than the law. You have someone in Jamaica who own a politician. Police can't guard them gate, go knock it. If police pull over them car and stop it, and when them roll on the glass and them see that them on there, or that the woman there, police can say, sorry ma'am, sorry sir, please proceed. And who you think make them have them a power connection with politician? That's why I tell you, say, police can't do them work at Jamaica. Politician pull all the chains. There's certain man at Jamaica, police force can't go at them gate or knock. Anybody know Jamaica well? Allow me to tell. Me say if anybody know Jamaica well, allow me to tell. That some man there at Jamaica where police can't talk to. They make one call and police get transferred and police know that. So the police knows because they don't want to get pulled up from you and lose them job and some sitting command and power. Some man make police walk. Police make some man walk because police don't have no power. Politicians control every aspect of Jamaica. Whether justice, whether immigration, whether you name it, people. You name it. And it thugs them in the ghetto. And then people, what they say happen in the ghetto is a symptom of what is coming from top. Politicians are mashed down the country. Police cannot get away with what they might do unless politicians do it, family. Yeah, police will tell me, say, politician call down a station and tell him to let out man. The police tell me, politician call station, let out man. I just read for you yesterday or day before yesterday in a video, I think it was yesterday, where Chang ordered the release of a man from 14 months to go be a lockup, 11 o'clock at night. After him come from overseas and him go down at the airport, and him threaten the immigration officer and beat the glass, the plexiglass between him and the immigration officer. Unruly, extreme unruly, because him knows him have look back it in Jamaica. Some man love abuse the links when they got, you know. I saw someone at Jamaica State, they love abuse the link because them know somebody who knows somebody. Them show off and abuse it. Then they go and humble and know some boy I'm gonna use my links and contacts if something should happen to me. Some man go after them where to abuse the links so them have. So that thing got airport go do. And guess what Chang do? Call down at 14. Let out the man. The immigration workers, they was mad. They angry because politician went over their head. So all the work what they have done in paperwork and the report what they were putting in no mean nothing. They have got shred it. And there is no case here. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. So don't tell me that politicians don't control every aspect of Jamaica. everything, people. Politicians control everything. If a fertilizer forgive, politicians control it. Fertilizer go where they want it to go, what time they want it to go, what truck I got to take it, go there, how much some people forget, and some people don't get none. If a feeding, if a water tank, if a road walk, if I don't a hospital, if a dead bodies, politician control which funeral home to get the autopsy. Politician control every aspect of Jamaica. Police can't do the work. No. Hey, look here. Look, I could have a police family and friend here, man. And I need to go get some police family and friend. Go ask the friend and family. Go ask them. Ask them what the biggest impediment for them do them work. Go ask Jamaican police. That's why sometimes you see police don't sit down and say, eh? Politicians corrupt the country. Poor police were coming at the force with good intentions, find himself on the wrong side. Me witness that. Police coming at different constituency, get transferred to a certain precinct, and when them coming at the community as an honest man, them end up on the wrong side of the law because them have to hang around some man who have link with politician. Them can't pass and long up their mouth pan them and go on like them a top police boy, yeah. Pan bad man or some man we have link with politician. Or else that police go. Me know man the police can't lock up no matter what kind of crime they commit. Lock up what? And no man around him can't get raised up and lock up by police. So police are forced because sit down and have a drink with criminals. Go to Negril. Every police and Negril have to link around some unruly to make a money. Remember Negril are my place, you know. No matter where you come from in Jamaica. No matter where you come from in Jamaica, you go on Negril. Every police are going Negril one thing and then them brain to get rich. May I tell you people, a police really go on Negril and end up with a foreigner, end up and get rich. But to make money, police have to link up with criminals. You know what you may say? If you name a food, he them link up with a drugs man or a scammer or somebody that do some illegal stuff. It's not like they can't lock them up, but them and they post them and they heavy. What make them heavy? Connection with politicians. If one police come around and want to make a change, you must find out, say, quick and fast, him and move him up. Who remember the video with Warmington during the Big C? When the police then went there to lock off the illegal function what Warmington was conducting. Who remember when Warmington get on the phone and called Chang? Remember, the police who was talking to was a khaki, wearing a khaki clothes police, you know, but he was wearing blue denim. Who remember that? Did you hear the politician call the police a boy? Me talk about people, well-decorated police officer. The politician dressed him down, called him a boy. Bad word after cuss word. The politician was on the phone telling the Minister of National Security to remove this man. Which we get to understand later on. The man was, remove him. Who remember that? Politician and mash up the country. Politician and mash up the country. Police cannot do them job because of politician. Look who we have over crime. How do they do them job good? Go on WikiLeaks and check out your Minister of National Security background. WikiLeaks have Horace Chang up there like a big criminal. I'll know me no hear him come say a word in the media and debunk that. Just like how them have Babsy Grange up there as a big criminal who two gang leader dead in a car that is registered to Babsy Grange. And she not go under no investigation, I know. She doesn't live so. Jamaica thing the set, man. Horace Chang for WikiLeaks people go look on him background. If him apply for a job over here for work at McDonald's, he can't get it. Not with a background like that. Me say if him come, try to work with McDonald's, he nah get the job. Me I talk about our Minister of National Security. Go up on WikiLeaks. So if you have people like those, top crime fighting, we have a problem. We have a problem. Remember the British ambassador, Hamed. Remember that man came to Jamaica, spent 4 years. Remember that man said Jamaican politicians are bringing in guns. Remember that? And when the trail, he said the US and Canada do the same research, come with the same result. He said it is something like, it's surprising or something like that, how often the trail leads to politician. Remember, you know, them a trail the weapon and sinting them, you know. The man says like it was something like astonishing how often the trail, the gun were coming at the country, the trail, the investigation, when them track it. The man say that are the British ambassador and the people. How often it lead to a politician. And when the US and England and Canada run the same research, they copy the same result. Hello. Yes, I'm live, you know. Yes. I didn't check it. I've not checked it yet.
Foundation email, so they need to check it because I've heard from them.
All right, I'll definitely tell them tonight. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, my brother. Oh, thank you. You good?
Okay.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, my brother. I'll definitely get to Ratty and Urban and let them know. I'm gonna check my email. Okay. Thank you, my bro.
Okay.
Respect. Yeah. People, do you understand what I'm saying here? So if these guys love we, and British ambassador do them investigation, Canada do them investigation, and say politicians are bringing guns. People, look how we are dead. Look how people are dropped like a fly. And investigation done, and the leader of the country now ask, say, hey, send me all of that. And don't believe for a minute. Them not see. Them probably got a copy. Because they not release them and just do investigation and not tell them not just gone over with the documents, gone back to England. What that benefit Jamaica? I feel the Jamaica government having an position a copy and them know who are bringing the gun to the country. The British ambassador tell we say Jamaican politicians are bringing in guns, and it's surprising how often the trail lead to politician accounts somewhere. Do you hear me, Jamaica people? The fish rat from the head. And them sit on there, and sit on there, and watch the country deteriorate. Yeah? Watch the country deteriorate. Now, the U.S. State Department also said Jamaican police are into human trafficking. When you hear me say? So when they're on the road and I call for help, I see police are come. You might be running into the man will take you. Do you hear what Carlos is saying? The U.S. State Department, people, all those things are out there. Go Google them. Go check them for yourselves. You hear my people? All of them things, they're out there somewhere. Go Google them and read them for yourselves. I'm just telling you what I go on. Jamaican police are into human trafficking. And when people get taken off of the island, me know you know investigation. You hear me say? Jamaican police are into human trafficking. You see me I say? All right. Can't say Carlos to tell you. So when sometime when I run from the man when I run to him, I look for taken away. The man when I run to him, I look for taken away. Look, dangerous when you have the police, you cannot trust. And I'll know people, I hear them ask for the investigation. Because if the US tell me, say, Jamaican police are into human trafficking, me go ask for evidence. Give me the file. Me go ask for evidence. Give me the file. Where the file there? What me say, people? I will ask for evidence. Give me the file. And the Gleaner article, more you guys go read, is July 20, 2021 at 12:09 a.m. in the Gleaner. What me say? 2021, July 20. Gleaner. Go look on it and go read the article for yourself. Outspoken United Kingdom High Commission to Jamaica, Asif Mohammed, has indicated that local politician figures are still linking to gun running and other illegal activities in Jamaica. Ahmed, who is wrapping up his 4-year tour of in Jamaica. You understand what Carlos has said this afternoon? You go read these things, people. Go read these things for yourself. Them out there. They're out there, man. They're out there, man. The British ambassador say the money are bringing pie. No, you know investigation, brother. Nothing. Can you work in a country like that? Then you look at you down the sun and go like say, and politicians have them big old container coming. I want to bring it coming a barrel, container, sacks. Want to know how to bring it coming to the country? How? A sacks. I want to put in a barrel, a suitcase, a pallet. What? Want to know? You know? So these things want to make you know, people. And police, same way, are into human trafficking. And yeah, them case out there. Nobody not care. Nobody not care, people. Yeah, police are into human trafficking in Jamaica. A big thing I go on, but people, nobody not care. Nobody good, people. Me say, the country now run good. The country is on a free fall. 2023, trafficking in persons, report Jamaica. The government, hold on, man, this don't make no sense. Because this don't make no sense. I'll read this. The U.S. State Department expresses concern that some Jamaican cops could be involved in human trafficking. People, this is 2021. It's not the Observer still. The United States Department has expressed concern that some members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force could be involved in human trafficking. In its 2021 Trafficking in Person report release late last week, the State Department said some police allegedly facilitated or participated in sex trafficking, as it is kept Jamaica in the Tier 2 ranking, which indicates that Jamaica government does not fully meet the minimum standard for the elimination of trafficking, but is making significant efforts to do so. As reported over the past 5 years, human traffickers exploit domestic and foreign victims in Jamaica, and traffickers exploit victims from Jamaica abroad. Wow. So, like Jamaica victims are well sought after. You like the victims of Jamaica are well sought after. Sex trafficking of Jamaican women and children, including boys, reportedly occurs on streets and in nightclubs, bars, massage parlors, hotels, and private homes, including in resort towns, said the U.S. State Department. You remember upon my show, me I tell you guys, say, when you go beg the work, when you go look work, carry somebody with you. And remember one on my page, when you go look work, carry somebody with you. Guys, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Enough things are going on in Jamaica. And we have to continue to beat the drum. We have to continue to beat the drum. You know, we have beat the drum when it wasn't popular around here, so. People come on the page and say, boy, where you come from? Boy, you're not a Manor Street Prime Minister. I first never hear anybody I look on it in the camera and I tell the Prime Minister the truth. But we wasn't disrespecting the Prime Minister. Jamaica never understand a different side to this thing. Yeah? It is a platform like this expose them to a different side where we can look in the camera. I say, me an older man for the Prime Minister. And if you're out there going with something wrong, why me can't look in my camera and talk to you? And that's what I've been doing. I'm say others are follow suit. Same way. And more soldiers that come in the army. I'm proud of everybody. And you guys in the comment section. Must I tell you guys, are you guys rake up dust? Uno are sing loud the comment section because no vlogger and nobody without Uno. Where we are go without Uno? Where would a vlogger go without you guys in the comment section? You guys, the people who follow my family member right here. Where would we go? Who would have no effect? Who would have no strength? Who would have no power? The power we have to drop a video out there and people get it and it a reach. Are you the people in the community also give vloggers strength? So I must say, thanks, man. Thanks, man. Thanks, man, for being here and standing up for Jamaica. And must I say, before me hang up, big respect to all the labor right them way. No, say, me say on a switch, not for on a switch. I want big one up, a patriotism that. I saw Carlos stay. Me no see color, me no see party. We not do it for no grand picnic and a better Jamaica. So respect to every labor right. Me see it up on social media. And uno attack the loudest. I appreciate the labor right them way. Move away from wickedness. Uno see it. Uno see it. And uno can't take no more. Real human being with conscience. All of the labor right will step away. Real human being with conscience. I must applaud you, man. Because some of them still stuck on the cesspool truck. Because them can't drop the cent. Yeah? As usual, guys, I am a student in your guys' class. Please make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. If this is the first time on my platform, yeah, like the work and appreciate the community. Follow me on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. You know, if you need it right now, just go ahead and check out previous video. And make sure, say, yes, I want to stay, so, you know, later on, you come clash with me and the community. Is it? And if you don't like what we do there, so, high blood pressure and a screw, hit that button. Me no want a bag of doo-doo. I really don't want a problem with you. Find another page with your rage. Jamaican Carlos have no time for that at this stage. Want to see me gray beard? Thank you guys so much, man. Jamaica was saying, no, it's a different day. And ever since, people may tell us, ever since Mark Golden dropped the bomb in a parliament, when they talk about it, when they walk out, you see that they find they walk out of parliament? You see from the day they walk out of parliament? Things have not been the same since. Not been the same since, people. They might lose momentum from the moment that happened. More people is on Mark Golden side when they see him go up on the roadside and a finishing budget presentation on the roadside. Because they saw what these people do. I know them arrogant. Next thing again, Prime Minister's wife reprimand the clerk of the court, the clerk of the house, where she don't have no power to do that. She don't have no rights to do that. It's like you are going to work and one of the worker want to write you up and him and a supervisor or manager. It's like he want to write you up. No, it's not you. You don't have the power to do that. You're too enough, House Speaker, because the leader of the country rather than you. It's too enough. Pay black eye them and black eye themselves, people. Then roll on to Nigel Clark budget presentation and a big old mistake he make with the budget. Him embarrassed so much till him have to send Flavor. Him couldn't even come out as a come fix up a mistake. Him have to give Flavor the mass and the map and the dustpan. Send her over upon aisle 6 to go clean up. Poor woman couldn't clean up. The poor woman couldn't clean up it good. You have to send Flavor out of the embarrassment after they just say embarrassment after embarrassment, and nobody's doing them anything. God do not like ugly. God not like ugly. Then forward, look again. Very long. Nobody told the man to post such stupid photo on his page. Who told him to do that? He does bad luck after bad luck. Me say if I'm like, oh no, me go obey a man for me money. Me say me I go back and obey a man for me refund. I what do you know? You know say that now work. Terry Long put this on his page. Bad luck after bad luck after bad luck after bad luck. Who told Terry Long to do this? Did somebody put a fire stick to his head? Free will. Freely, they might destroy themselves right before our eyes. The wall is crumbling. God is not sleeping. To the ruling today. Hello, family. Hello. Hello. You live with Jamaican Carlos, you know. You want to talk live on the air?
Yeah, Jamaican Carlos, this.
Yes, man. Tell me your mind.
We are celebrating today, or what?
It's a good day for celebrate. It's a good start.
Yeah, me there in Chicago, you know.
Yes.
But I'm glad they really support the show and loan some and all them guys. They want to keep up the good work, man.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it, man.
But Carlos, I ask you one thing now.
Hey.
Brother, now, when them again, medals.
Yes.
I think I comment on your show already. We should have given another chance in one mistake the man making, man.
Eh?
One mistake he make, man, when him go talk about the scamming.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they should give another chance because he came out and he apologized.
Yeah, man, the man apologized. He show remorse. So
yes.
Me try call up everybody else, man.
Yeah, man. Me not see nothing wrong with that. God know, because what the liberate them do, brother, Mark Meadows is a Christian to that. What am I dealing right now? Think about that.
And this brother look like him, like him repent, man.
Yes, Mark Meadows. Me see him do the work. Me see him.
Yes,
me see him.
The whole of we are Rasta, man. So if we give him an next chance, man, we never condemn him.
No, man, we never condemn him, but me beat him still, because you forget lick when I do wrong.
Yes, you have to beat him still, but him repent.
Yeah, mama love you, but mama beat you too.
Yeah. Well, we keep up with the good work, man. We say we are rejoiced, but a while ago we just see me tune in by YouTube and see number. We say we call you and give a shout.
Hey, man. Wonderful, my brother. Enough love, man. Every time.
Me can't come a New Year, but me support it. Me support the cause, you know, financially and everything. Me support it, you know.
Yes, man. You know, you support whatever way you can support it, brother, because a favorite thing, brother. A favorite thing.
A favorite thing. I can't say that I represent we, man.
No, man. A favorite thing. And that's what we know, say. We and this new diaspora group and this administration now go working on, because the leader too corrupt, and we over here now go work with no corrupt, man.
Yeah, when the brother go England, go to man, and man put up Michael man the picture, and he must come and tell them him go put up Andrew Wellness and cover PG, and why I tell you, say the brother there's something else, man.
He make a wrong move, you know, brother. But him also come out and try to clean up aisle 6. Cause him say is one of his little aid post it. But hold on there, listen to this now. Me don't like if he answer to the one where him say, oh, this is all time mouth, you know. No aid, never attack, so this is Orlando Terlang attack. Listen, guys.
We are rebuilding places that never had water or light for decades. We are rebuilding St. Thomas and giving St. Thomas roads and banks and amen, church. Those are the things that my sister says, big highways and byways, amen. That is significant signs of the development. So it makes a difference which government represents your Jamaica. Because
you hear that? It makes a difference in a church in there, you know? So who said that? And Ian said that, or who?
Yeah, me hear him, man. Me don't have Miami there yet.
Yes.
Me know watch him and talk pure foolishness down there and represent the PSOJ and all the people down there. No, the people can't represent me, man. I live in a diaspora for 40 years, man. Them can't represent me down there.
No, sir.
It's not a harm of the Labour government party.
Brother, them you know, say they're disrespectful, because where we live, look who them represent. Them also think so they Jamaica same way. Where we live, politicians got prison and get kicked out for way less. Doesn't tell a lie.
Me know that. Me see that. A young time me live me's a man. Me's a vote man. Anyway, me have to vote.
Yep.
So me know go on and me follow up the thing where I go on, man. But you don't keep up the good work, man. You're alone, so me go tune in and now.
Yeah, man. Blessed my brother, enough love here.
Everybody are rejoice, man.
A good day, man. A good day if you have a drink.
when you have a time, man, just shed some like pan medals them, man.
Yeah, me does.
That guy, man.
Well, what I'm to him, me think saying him already do him apologize. I mean, there's working at the PNP party for him to do. You know?
Yes, man. I wonder how them are gonna use him though. You know, that's important. Them have to use him where can benefit the country.
But when you're wrong, you're wrong. When you're wrong, you're wrong. If you go and go lick your wound until you get better. We'll get back to you.
All right.
We have to put the foot down. No partiality. We have to put the foot down. Lick a lick. Go take a lick and it will come back. But we say straight up, man. Lick a lick, man. Enough love. Thank you for calling me, brother.
They're going to tune into Mystic Sensation.
Yeah, man. Yeah, next week we'll have Mystic Sensation for the platform to explain some stuff. Especially, me add them for the platform to talk to the younger public, younger Jamaicans who don't understand. They just come see. Because no people young, you know. They don't know nothing, you know. Think about a youth who is 18-year-old or 19-year-old. When Andrew come in a power, how old he was now. So he don't understand nothing. You go come see Liberate Party in a power. So we have to educate the younger folks. Gregory, respect, my brother.
Yeah, keep up the good work, man.
Every time, my brother, respect.
Good.
People, it was a pleasure. Enough manners of respect in every measure. People, it was a wonderful, wonderful blessing being here. Big up every blogger out there do the work. I tell you, and a little drum we beat. But me never gonna obey man people. No, me I say, if I me like them, come and see politician out there like Kianglan, like a table set just before the election, like a voodoo man then go with the rap head. Kind of like the Poco Church and of obey walking at the Poco Church where they see the rap head there. You know, like God them a serve, obey them a walk. No, so if I me like them, I go along back a obey man, go get back my money. They need a refund. People, thank you so much. Me say, God, now, me say, maybe put the woman. What a shameful ending, though, guys. Oh, my God. Me can't believe, said this lady. She had the whole time to walk away. You the first female DPP. You'd been there for years, man. Your time come up to retire. Then you stuck around and get an extension. But the next extension will require for the man to beat up the Constitution to keep you there when you know say I violate the Constitution. You should have simply said, no, please don't do that for me. No, you don't have to go through that. No, this is too much, people. Anything you see I run from your people, leave it alone. Any job you see have too much controversy, be careful, find another one. Yeah, mouth upon you too much. You can't survive too much at Jamaica mouth upon you. And we vlogger over here, so. Me say, if we mouth up, I say you couldn't sleep, woman. Me people on social media say, then why your car steering tie up and all them things there. Me not in that. That's some darkness. Me not in no darkness. I know. Me don't want the steering wheel tie up with you. I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to crash and anything happen to you. All I want you to do is step away, look at your book. You need to be investigated, and whatever is to come, you get it. Right? If there's a little package, if there's a rainbow, if there's a treasure at the end of this rainbow for you, ma'am, you need to get it. Because you should have left long time. All your boss say, galang. You like sitting sweet you. What sweet you too, sour you. Right now, you're not left with a good name, you know. Nigel Clark and enough of them are left with dirty name, you know. And one man who make mash up the Labour Party. And Sunday, me hear so have a meeting, figure reshuffle. Me say such man, Andrew himself, I go reshuffle some of Uno, Labour right. Uno need to get together and push out such man. And him and mash up the party. Me don't say GLP party, I don't know, garbage from long time, you know. But we have never seen it in this pile of garbage. Talk truth. That's the man who now make mash up the party. One man and his wife. Eh? The Labour Party were older than him. When him born, come see. How on the Labour right to make one man bring down the party. Destroy the country. Stain to the flag. Embarrassment to the office of the OPM. How on allow one man. Labour rights. On afraid of this man. No confidence. You should have voted against this man. No confidence. Get rid of this man. Him should not talk about him and shuffle nobody. He needs to shuffle himself and come out. Look what I'm doing with the DPP. All on his shoulders, inner and the shoulder, him violate the Constitution over and over again. Costing this country money. Millions of dollars violate people constitutional rights under SOEs. And one man sued them and won $18 million. Thus opened the floodgate for more $18 and more million coming to the government. A case what the government took to the appeal court, and the appeal court threw it out. So the government have to go ahead and pay this man his 18 mil and other people right through the gate. What the Jamaican there? We're going to sit violated. How much I want to look for money? On a dead day. And a mess with people constitution. That man, yeah? And they make that happen cost the country money. And they make Andrew honest and mash up the Labour Right Party. When they make one man and mash up the Labour Right Party. Labour Rights, when they come here. When they make one man and mash up the Labour Right Party. That's a go on, you know? When they have nobody better in the Labour Right could have push up. It will be 3 years the man declaring an asset. This man is a lame man going into the election. There's no winning for him. Because bloggers, we now come off him in truth with the verbal clocks. We now come off it. And we have so much evidence, so much 2x4 ready for him. We have so much missile ready for this man. How am I going? He's going down. And for all of the Labour Right believe so you can brush him off and be all the PR stunt. You know, say the PR stunt now work. You know, say all the bloggers want to send out there, will not pay. You know, say them not work. You know, see every line will not tell, you know, say it not work. You see every circus want to call with social media circus, you know, say it not work. Every name want to throw at us, you know, say the people man drawing close and the people know the truth to tell. Eh? You know, see they're not working. You now watch the temperature. This brother need to go Labour Right. Push him out. Push out Andrew honest. For the country, Labour Rights. Me a beg you no. Me and no Labour Right, me and no PNP. I am a countryman. I don't want to see the PNP come wipe out the Labour Right. Like how the Labour Right wipe out the PNP right now. We don't see what is going on at this moment. We don't see how powerful the Labour Right is. Them control everything. Why? People don't come out and vote. We don't understand what is going on here. So I don't want the next election, the PNP wipe out the Labour Right like how them Labour Right wipe them out. Some of you don't like that, you know. Some of you probably say, Carlos, every one of them get vote out. People may say that sometimes too when they get mad. Yeah, man, when they get angry, you say, oh, everything green need to go. Yeah, man, you say all things like that. But look on it. In a real world, I deal with a democratic country. And that's what we want, man. A country we are running, and a man will love and party. A country want to run good. So you must have a checks and balance for power. And that he's the opposition. You see it? Man have no power right now, but guess what he do? He got a court. Go fight for the constitutional rights. Got a court. Constitutional court. And every time this brother lose, every time people, it's the second time Andrew Jones lose in a constitutional court. Big case in a small period of time. Second time in a back to back. So what I tell you say, he's violating our constitution. He violates the constitution to violate human rights. So this man been violating Jamaican human rights. People, I'm going to do a video just about this brother violating human rights in Jamaica and think him can get away with that. Human rights violation is major. Enough man got prison to violate human rights after them come out of office. And get them travel documents seized. Ask Adams. Violate the constitution to violate human rights. And human rights was violated. That's why they have to pay back $18 million. How many rights were violated? A lot of people get arrested without charges under SOE. You see much human rights violation right this? I just write this I talk about, you know. I'm not talking about no more violation across the country where you mash down people's house and never provide a room for them. Human rights violation, man. Just violation of a violation. Changa talk about shoot to kill because him now go send ambulance if the person gets shot because that costs the country too much on health care. Changa said that, you know. So what me I gather from that, if police and a man shoot out and the man get cornered in him foot in hip and him not dead and drop on the ground, instead of the police call an ambulance because them cost the country too much money, police must do the wrong thing. So what you believe me get from that? So you believe human rights organization get from that when I chang on them and they chat so? Some man figure a prisoner. Human rights chat them there. Human rights violation chat when the Minister of National Security is advising the security force shoot to kill because he's not going to send any ambulance for anybody who got shot and they're not dead because it is costing the country too much money in healthcare. Isn't that human rights violation, people? Them type of chat there. Tell the truth. So you're telling police, if me I understand properly, to go and commit murder. Because if the cure bad you be, and you are the police upon shoot out and you get shot, police just walk over here and just radam you. Must call ambulance for you because you're cost. So this man, you see these guys here? They might have hell to pay. And one of the worst time them boy come drop them pants right before we in the era of social media. You never have this amount of force out here and influencers before. We weren't out here. Most people wasn't out here under PJ and Portia. Some vloggers weren't here before the last election. It's after the last election we see other vloggers jump in. So at this moment, when you have so many vloggers, when under Portia and PJ a banger phone where I use banger phone, you have so many vloggers. I use iPhone. Pictures never that prettier and clearer. Sound never sound so sweet. iPhone have good quality sound. Apple product. You never have so much people vocal and look on them. And this is the time when the one of them come drop them pants. People me know me say me gone for a morning, but you know me always tell lies. Sometimes I say bye bye and me come back people and chat till me I'll cry. But them boy violating human rights, violate the Constitution to violate human rights. And have this woman up in there. I believe that this woman did a stupid thing by hitching her trailer to a corrupt engine, thinking that it was going anywhere. I don't know what she was up in there doing and thinking. Was she thinking that she could get away and slide? No, me I wonder what happened to all the case when she touch up. Now them have to look pan all over them. I wonder if Cathy and Pike I go get it or Andrew Ones I go over Cathy Pike and give somebody else a job, go around Pike. Because they're corrupt, you know. Remember, there's any man see change use the Constitution to just keep them friends in there. The man respect the Constitution, treat the Constitution like a piece of tiny paper and use wipe off him shoes. This man must not amend the Constitution. This brother is a lawbreaker, have not declared the asset. You know, asset cannot be verified 3 years now. Isn't that illegal? So isn't the Prime Minister a lawbreaker? So how we have a lawbreaker amend the Constitution? Did the man commit crime as the Ministry of Education? Or we have a criminal mess with the Constitution? We don't see why I go on here. I may ask again, are they tailoring the Constitution to fit snugly around a crooked leader? Are they tailoring our Constitution, the supreme law of the land, to fit snugly around a corrupt man, people? This man must not touch the Constitution. This brother need to go. You can't bring with no needs. You can't bring with no cashless Jamaica. We not trust you if you go. Then you come sign some more agreement, sell out all the batty. I'm going to hear the church come out. You, what else you going to do to we? Corrupt man. Didn't you get up and left you? Breaking the Constitution to break human rights, to violate human rights. And the owners must go. Now it's going to be easy from here so going forward. Labor right, give me somebody else. Push out Andrew Ones. In tint, give me somebody else labor right. Please, if anybody are listening from the labor right camp, this meeting on have Sunday, you should have no confidence against this brother here. You should get a no confidence vote against him. Push up on the best and the brightest and the cleanest up front. Me understand say enough corruption in the labor right party, but goddamn man, looking at the garbage heap down a river and see if we can salvage anything. Wash it off and push it up front. Anything from down a river and dump will be better than what we have right now. Look among y'all in the Liberal Party, in the garbage heap. Salvage. See if you can go through the rubble and the garbage, riveted material and scrappings. See if you can go through there and see if you can get somebody and put them up. Because everything in there have to be better than what we have here now. Anything better than this, brother, what we have in a power. As a prime minister, hear the man talk.
I hear man talk a kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie. Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell lie for me.
You hear the man? Tell me if that is a prime minister. What kind of prime minister this? Boogie Yaga from Cumberland Road.
I hear man talk a kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie. Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to.
Wow.
Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell lie for me.
What kind of prime minister that? We don't want as a prime minister. Now, sir, I say it again, I make an appeal to the labor right them. Me and no PNP and me and no labor right no people. But me love my country. And I would not want to see the PNP wipe them out. Because if not, I promise you, it'll be a wipeout. Another thing say they're going to be 18 years for the sideline. Because look at you them, we're 18, we have voted for such man now with the clocks. They were what? 11, 10, 9? When such man come in there, them not know nobody else but such man. But the youth them know you know because them are youth, you can't fool them too much, you know, and them tolerance level low. You can't promise the youth them and bring where you come in. So the youth them not stupid. So all the youth them turn against you. Brother, and this lady go sit down in there. She get a retirement age and she sit down in there before she go along her yard. What me say me video them out there, man. If this woman ever go back and look on the video, no me do until I go on. And this is that wait pan. Me say to her, say no me video, anything was sweet you, I go sour you. And this the woman that wait pan. A shameful end. And this, abe, boo. Mighty God. People, thank you so much. Because you know, call us a chatterbox. I may start chatting the next 2 hours the party clock. I may not even know, 2 hours I chat fine now. Come with us. Sure. Mighty God, people. Me love you know. Jamaica not good again. I'll be a mistake that I make everywhere. Embarrassing themselves. Tripping over themselves. Embarrassing. Nobody have to do them nothing. Not one Jamaican go up on road, go protest and do nothing. He just weep on social media and in the comment section. Look, you never see that man a crutchy. Me never know so that brother have lice. No one see that body. Nah, Jesus. Me say everything I go down the tubes, all this man with reputation in the mud. Lord God, everybody I go down. This is the Trump effect. Guys, me love you know. Thank you for watching this video. Jaja.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy skin and we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again. What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Go be money, miss away, eat the yellow correct you. Use the youth, them money, waste and bust a man to statue. Say me like a catch you, but they got in a figure you. Take this bit of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above end up, him a got up. Too much it in the kitchen, some a fiber like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media that's coming at you. It burn me 300% free. It burn me garbage pile up the day. It burn me give the teacher them raise. It burn me I see corruption peace. It burn me mash down the people them house. It burn me every day appear arms out. It burn me appear money them a thief. It burn me and them a sell out we beach. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy skin and we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.